Oh, he's unmuted.
Okay, we're good. We're live.
Are you ready, Nikki? I guess Nikki's not ready.
Just do it. He'll probably jump in.
All right. Outer Haven.
Assemble.
I'm here.
See the enthusiasm.
All right, go.
We just did it.
Oh my god.
You missed it. We just did
No,
it.
do it again. Do it again. I literally just came outside just to do it. Come on.
Outer Haven.
Sambo. Dun, 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 dun. Jinbe's gonna die.
Is somebody watching the video?
I swear I hear something.
Oh, wait.
I had to tap more to see if that was me or not.
All right, so we got like 3 intros.
Okay. Do you know what's weird as well? I'm gonna look so odd right now because I'm just doing it in the middle of the street.
Do you like do motions while you do the dun dun dun?
I do.
Wait, it's still going on, I think.
Weird as well.
Yeah, heavens, we can still hear it.
Copyright ourselves. So yeah, I guess starting off, what did you guys think of the chapter overall?
Real quick, I thought it was good. I think I'm one of the few people who actually enjoyed the cake baking part. I enjoyed the interactions between Sanji and Pudding, seeing the way that everyone was reacting to Sanji's natural talent as a chef. And also the fact that it actually seems as if he has some sort of ulterior motive by the fact that he says it's time to put my secret plan into motion. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come of that. And just all around seeing the chef of the Straw Hats get some chef feats, man. I really like that. And furthermore, with the Katakuri section of the chapter, seeing that there's more going on in the mirror world than any of us thought. Like, it just further reiterates the fact that the situation is 100% hopeless. Even if Luffy manages to beat Katakuri and he gets out of the mirror world, what lies ahead? Is he going to be able to topple whatever is in front of him at that point? Is he going to be able to stop what's going on the Sunny if he gets back to the Sunny? And also knowing that Katakuri actually does care for his siblings. I think he said his precious younger brothers and sisters. I think that's what he said. I thought that was nice. And I don't know if any of you peeped this, but it looks like Katakuri used muscle balloon.
Yeah,
that was pretty hype to me. It's pretty hype. So mimicking Gear Force shouldn't be an issue. And what else happened in that portion? Well, I guess it opens up the door for Daifuku to come through, like most people were assuming. Like it's hopeless right now, bro. I don't see what's going to happen. What could possibly happen to get them out of the situation that they're in. And in the end, when Big Mom made the big wave with the supposed water homie, which is something that I thought could be possible a long time ago. I think a lot of people wrote it off as a joke, though. But it was clear as day to me that it could happen. Because we've seen like Devil Fruit users being able to use their abilities in the water and even having their abilities affect water and not just water, but sea stone too. So I thought this was a clear possibility, like a natural thing for her to do. But a lot of people seem to be surprised or even appalled by the fact that she's doing this. Like, some people think she's breaking the rules. That's not the case. That's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, and Nami basically giving up and Brook being totally helpless. We didn't even see Chopper, but it seems as if Jinbe has something in mind.
I'm telling you. I'm sorry to interrupt, Steve, but I'm just telling you, man. Jinbe is giving up his life the next 3 or 4 chapters. There's no way. Who else can deal with a wave that size besides Nami? And Nami's already like, fuck that. I can't deal with that shit.
Wait, Nikki, you even saying that? How's Nami dealing with a wave?
Weather effects.
Because she's got weather powers. Yeah, weather effects, right? She can create a storm or something to like at least counteract the wave or something like that.
That that grand of a scale?
Yeah, why not? She's been training for 2 years.
Bro, she needed Zeus to do something smaller than that, bro. What do you mean?
That was for
what
lightning.
did she do to Big Mom?
That was for lightning.
What did she do to Big Mom? Yeah, exactly.
The rules could be different.
Well, if Jinbe feeds
Yeah,
I
him,
that's
guess the
true.
rules are different for different types of weather. Maybe I don't know, but
Like
it'd
she
be
could probably make
crazy.
a giant tornado and then like suck the water up and make a water spout or something.
Bro, she can make a
Yeah.
giant tornado. She just did that against Big Mom.
I mean, she's stupid, so
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Look, all I'm saying is
Yeah,
this.
Nami's not
Jinbe is
helping them
gonna
get out
have
of
to.
this, bro. Stop it.
Okay, that's fine, but I just said there's the options of Nami and Jinbe. Jinbe to me is obviously the first option because he's a fucking water guy. Even though it's apple juice or
He's a
whatever,
water
he
boy.
deals with water, anything that's got water parts in it. Like he's a fisherman.
Big Mom uses surf.
That's all I'm saying. Like that's what
But,
I'm guaranteeing you. No one's gonna believe me, but I'm telling you right now for a fact. The next 4 chapters is Jinbe's ace moment. He's gonna do his thing. Luffy's gonna be fighting Katakuri. Then he's gonna die. Then Luffy's gonna go ham. Plain and simple.
all right, well,
without any
And
without any like build up.
No, there's gonna be build up. There's already build up. He's been fighting Katakuri the last 2-3 chapters now, and he's just getting fucking owned. And in fact, he's trying to get the mirrors broken. There's like stakes already because if he doesn't break all the mirrors, they're fucked. Well, we obviously know they're not gonna die. So it's like it's
I feel like if
complicated.
he was gonna die though, like that would be like an end of chapter thing or like a next week break kind of like moment.
It was gonna happen. I guarantee you. Okay, not next week. So I reckon Oda's on a run right now. So I think the week after next is when it's gonna be a break.
Did you finish your stuff, Heavens? I don't remember.
What?
Did you finish? I thought you were giving like your review and stuff.
no, we were
Oh,
talking about
I-
Steve-O's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well,
All right, so
Oh, sorry, I interrupted Steve was. But
Oh yeah, Stevo.
I should have mentioned this. I gave us chapter 5 out of 10 because Sanji baking a cake is not gonna get me hyped ever. So fucking, I honestly hate this fucking older storyline. Like, it's so fucking shit. But
I'm
whatever.
thinking just in perfectly. I think with the attack was it cooking attack style where he said I can't remember what the fuck he said, but I don't know. I'm hoping it's like some Toriko food on like fighting food on style cooking where it's like he's doing shit with Diablo Jambe and other shit like that. Like I hope it's something where he's actually using something outside of just like his base cooking skills or his cooking skills themselves or like combat skills as well.
no, that might make it worse. It seems like he's trying to make it epic when it's not epic.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with Devil Leg. It's fucking
Like that was one of
so
my
shit.
I would might as well get my thoughts. That was one of my problems with the cake baking stuff. It was like they were trying to make it epic and shit. And I'm just like, whatever. I don't really care about this at all. Like when he smelt the cake and then he knew all the ingredients, I was like, that's total bullshit. But whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't really make too much sense to me. But well, yeah, I don't know how you smell a cake and I'm like, oh yeah, there's yogurt in it. I mean, it's cool. Like the only thing I'll say about that, I guess, to give my 2 cents real quick, is like, I guess it's cool only in some sense that like Sanji's end goal has to do with his cooking skills. I feel like, and
Yeah.
so him being able to like be a master chef or whatever you want to say, like I guess that's on the way of finding the all blue, somewhat. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool because like, imagine if we got like this, both Chopper and like he was like curing someone, shit like that, like and they just drew it out into an entire like 10, 20 like chapter thing. Like I don't think it'd be as good or as bad. I think it'd be like the same. And same with like if Frankie were to build something, I don't think it'd be like epic. So I mean, I don't know. It's something outside of combat, which I guess comes back to
Nah.
their skills.
If Frankie,
certain skills are like
yeah.
certain skills are epic. Like something like Chopper's doctoring and Frankie's building is epic. But I
Building
mean, like Brooke putting
is
on a
better,
musical or something that wouldn't be epic.
Yeah, that's it. Unless Brooke like made the whole country fall asleep, that'd be awesome. But that's about it.
The anime if he was playing like a rock concert during the middle of a fight. But no, I don't know. I just think it's one of those things where like it's only cool to me in some sense of like looking at other shows like Toriko and like Shogeki no Soma, where like hopefully down the line it becomes more relevant because I feel like down the line like with Luffy and stuff like that and like whoever is the shipwright of Blackbeard's crew, like maybe we'll have like a like how I put it, a skill off in the sense of like them fighting by using their like specific skills like music or doctoring, whatever you want to call it, medical skills to beat each other. Versus like I feel like we're so used to like just seeing straight up combat for all of them. Because like realistically, like outside of what Sanji's doing now, there's outside of I'd say was it Wanzo, right? The CP member, the ramen guy. Like there's never a time that he actually used like cooking skills in a fight that I can think of. So I mean, I guess it's something. Like I would rather not have a baking cake, and I would rather have him just like beat up someone. But at the same time, like I'm hoping that plays into it. Like I hope there's
I
something
mean-
that tries to stop them. Like maybe Cracker comes back.
I would rather he do nothing than bake this cake, but I'll give the rest of my thoughts. I like the chapter was very meh. I only really liked the Sanji and Pudding interaction. I didn't really like anything else, not even the wave. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
It's pretty much it for me.
the wave was surprising though. I mean, I didn't think that she would be able to make a homie out of water.
Yeah. So like on that topic, like, do you guys think? Because I saw some people that were talking about it on some of the forums and like Orojax and stuff like that, and they were mentioning that is it the chance that it's not actually straight water and it's like say smoothies awakening of water or something like that, where it's candy water, and that's the reason she could do it. I can't think of anything why she wouldn't technically be able to do it to
Yeah.
other stuff.
You can use your powers on water. We saw Law like lift water with his powers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet.
Is Nikki talking?
Yeah, he's just super quiet.
Oh
You're super quiet, Nikki.
no, we can't hear you at all.
I cannot hear you.
Okay. I'll type what I'll say, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, no, like one thing I can think of that, like, I think I don't want to be that guy, but I think somewhere it stated that like if a devil fruit user is submerged halfway past like their body, like say like waist upwards, they can't use their fruits or something like that. I can't remember specifically what it was. But
I remember them saying like if it was knee deep, they would start to lose energy, but
Right,
I don't
something
think
like
they ever
that.
lose their powers.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. Like, do you guys think if that homie was submerged, let's say if we threw like I don't know, like Prometheus underwater, like does it just die or was?
Oh, I mean, Prometheus is fire. I think Zeus would be a better example.
Okay, well, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like just a
Yeah.
homie in general. Like if you threw a flower homie in the water, does it die if it's submerged or like?
I don't see why it would.
Because the only reason I'm saying is like I feel like it'd make them lose all their like energy only because like since we say got in the start of the story onwards, like anytime like someone submerged underwater as a devil fruit user, like you said, like not only become the hammer, but they like don't have any energy at all. So like I don't know. That's just I was just curious what you guys think about that. I gotta go grab something in a second. I'll be back in like 1 minute. So if you guys want to read out what Nikki typed for us, if he's in the chat.
Oh, did Nikki type something somewhere?
He said he was gonna type it on the side or something like that. But I'll be back in 1 sec.
All right, hold on.
So Nikki says that because it's not seawater, Big Mom should be able to control it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But heavens, I wanted to bring up something since nobody's here to stop me. Hey, did you notice Pudding had a Haki covered ladle? Like on hold on, let me see what page it was on Manga Stream. He had like this ladle and it was covered in Haki. So Pudding knows arm in Haki. Like on page 9 on Manga Stream.
She was. Wait, I don't see the
Forget
hockey.
what the Bullock said.
No, it's the truth.
No,
Forget it.
where is it?
On page 9 on Manga Stream.
The hockey. You mean the instrument for cooking? I don't know what's called.
Oh, the ladle is like the spoon thing she's holding over his shoulder on page 9.
It looks like it's clad in hockey.
Because it is. That's a Haki ladle, I'm telling you.
Why would she clad hockey? Why would she clad that in hockey?
I don't know. Maybe the chocolate's like too hot for a regular ladle to handle. So
Oh, you're talking about like her cooking utensils?
yeah, she's like covered it in Haki.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because like you would think that it would only help you. Like I don't see like for instance if Sanji's cutting something, I don't see why he wouldn't use hockey to make it like sharper or something like that.
Hey, someone in the comments said that she turned the candy sea slug into a homie, not the water.
So
Right.
okay.
So then she can turn almost everything into a homie. Like the nun was.
I mean, yeah. I'm so about that because I kind of saw it as like part of the sea slug still below her. That's why she's standing on it. But I kind of feel like that's like she legit turned the wave into like one. I mean, he could be completely right. Like I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. Like I guess to me it'd be a bigger feat if she turned the wave into a homie, because it's like she could technically do that anywhere and at any time. which would make her pretty OP. Like
So
the world's water.
that's actually so. If she can turn almost everything into homie, then can't she turn like Kaido into a homie?
If he's not a, well, what was it?
Can't put him in
You
humans
can turn anything that's not a human, I think, into a homie. But if he's
or your corpse.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
but why would you make a distinction between like a human and
That's
other?
just what they say.
I don't know. I guess it was just like Oda went to write some rules for a devil fruit and just
Yeah,
chose
that way you
those
can't,
the
like, turn
rules.
a person.
No.
I think it's because like they have like different. I don't know. That's something I don't really get either. But because technically, like they're all living things, if you know what I mean. Like even like
Yeah, because you could put a home. You could turn Randolph into a homie.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, that's all that we got from Pond was he specifically said that you can't put a soul into a human. So, however, the reason for that is I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think it was ever stated specifically. I guess just now that we're talking about those tsunami and shit like that, do you guys think that this increases Big Mom like skill or strength in your head?
No, she's
what do you
exactly in
thought
the
for?
same place I had her before that.
Yeah.
She second strongest Yonko behind Blackbeard.
You think
No,
Blackbeard's
second-
stronger?
Second
Yes.
strongest.
Blackbeard is the
How?
strongest emperor.
How
Because
could
he
you?
is
Then-
two devil fruits. They're
then-
both awesome.
Then Shanks, motherfucker.
Yeah,
then
no,
Shanks.
he's probably the weakest emperor, but only by a little bit.
Fuck off, bro. Did you see pre-time skip when he was just like, "Oh, we're not ready for you guys right now." He was shook of Shanks. He didn't want to fight him at all.
Yeah, pre-time skip. You just hand yourself your own L.
And you think in 2 years it got better? Nah, he ain't gonna get better. Shanks.
Yeah.
Mate.
He,
Shanks
is
is
it Blackbeard the one who
Haki
damaged
god.
Shanks?
Y'all know where I stand on this one, so I won't
He,
say
he,
anything.
He caught
damaged,
him
he damaged
slipping.
Shanks. Look,
He
he
caught him
damaged Shanks.
slipping.
No, he said he was on guard when it happened.
Yeah, no, he did say that he was fully aware that like they were fighting. Or
Well,
whatever.
okay, fair enough. But he wouldn't want to fight him when he's full strength. And the guy's got one arm. Let's
Yeah,
not forget.
that's my whole thing. That like that's why the sole reason I say that Shanks has to be the strongest because like there were a lot of people there that were like capable of taking him on in terms of trying to fight him, not like winning, but like fighting. Like Aokiji was good, Kizaru was good, Sengoku, Garp. Like there were a ton of people still there.
Listen,
And
listen.
like
Garp is old, and everybody else had devil fruit, so he felt like he had the advantage. But then Shanks showed up. He's not old. He doesn't have a devil fruit, so he's like, you know what? I don't have an advantage here.
yeah,
It's
but I'm
a
saying
Let's
like
be honest, right? Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
but I'm just gonna say this: who the hell is Akainu gonna stop for? He didn't even stop for fucking. He wanted to
That's what
fight
I'm
fucking
saying, bro.
Blackbeard. We
that
all
was his
know this.
mission was
Like,
to
what
kill
the fuck?
Luffy.
But
did not give a
Shanks, he
shit.
just stopped.
Yep.
He was like, "All right, fuck that. I ain't fighting Shanks." He just started dealing with everyone else. I was like, "What?
And they did nothing to
Is
Kobe
Shanks
after.
that much of a beast?" Yeah.
Like you think I kind of bet, okay, I want to kill Kobe later when Shanks isn't here, but no, he's like, in case Shanks comes back for me after he finds out Kobe's dead, like I don't want to die. I don't know. I just feel that was like Oda's indicator of like I'll just call you Moraz. Nikki just said was like he wasn't stopping for literally anyone. He was running through commanders left and right, taking on Marco, taking on Jinbe, taking on Crocodile, taking on all these people, and solely the one person that he says, okay, no, the war's over, I'm not fighting anymore, is Shanks.
Who are you
like,
talking
the fact
about?
that, like,
I feel
Kaido.
like Shanks is the last stepping stone for Blackbeard to become a pirate king. So
yeah, no, that's how I feel too. I think that's why he has to almost die.
No, I don't think Shanks is gonna die. I don't think Blackbeard's gonna kill him either. But I think Blackbeard is the strongest emperor, if only by a little bit.
I mean, it's pretty anticlimactic if the last fight, like Blackbeard was already like stronger than Shanks and it was not a big of a deal. Unless you think that they're not gonna fight.
I don't think they're gonna fight. But I mean, even if Blackbeard is stronger, he's only like slightly stronger, so it's not that big of a deal.
I don't know, man. We'll have to see. I don't know. That's one of those things where, like, I always think because, like, if this is going completely off topic real fast, but if they were to fight like Shanks versus Blackbeard online, which kind of has been foreshadowed, obviously, is like if Shanks legitimately loses, I guess that does mean that Blackbeard was stronger. But I kind of feel like that's not gonna be the case. I feel like he's gonna lose, but he's only gonna lose because some bullshit. Because
There's no bullshit in a pirate fight.
No, I know. I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like Blackbeard, like that's how he. Every time he's ever gotten to a fight, it's never been a legit one-on-one from start to end. It's always had someone interrupt it.
Mhm.
Even
Yeah.
What about when he broke Luffy's neck or almost did?
I can give you a guess that, but like Jinbe stopped it. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like Blackbeard was gonna maybe lose then. I don't want to say that because obviously he fought Shanks, but like, damn, he took a whopping from that fucking Rage Fist.
Yeah. I was gonna say, at least Luffy was fighting with the other guard for fucking ages. Like he didn't like literally, he was 100% by the time he got there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Hannibal. Like Hannibal's like
People
you have to
sleep
give
on
him a
man.
bit of respect. Yeah, you
Dude,
can't
he was
sleep on
fighting
Hannibal.
off everyone.
Exactly,
Like,
and he was
he's a
taking
cool
a beating
character,
from
but he's
Luffy.
like strong ass character. Like, I don't think the
Like,
government would be like,
even
okay, we'll just give this guy second like vice warden just for the fun of it. Like, no, he was clearly given the position. Strong.
exactly. Even Luffy didn't even beat him. It ended up being Blackbeard. That's how much of it. Like, even though Luffy could have fucked him up, Blackbeard is the one who just gave him that last like hit.
Yeah, no, he
That's
fucking
what Blackbeard does. Is sneaky.
Hannibal.
But off the topic of Blackbeard, do you guys think Big Mom awakened her fruit?
She has to. Like my whole thing in my head is anyone that's commander of love has an awakening. Just because unless like obviously they don't have a fruit or they just got it. But I feel like if you're at that level, you should have an awakening. Like you should have that like skill knowledge of being able to use your fruit to that extent.
See, the thing about awakenings is that they're stupid, and I think like the only way you have an awakening is if Oda's like, you know what, this person has an awakening.
Yeah, see, I'm still iffy with that because, like, obviously people have said like, okay, Crackers uses awakening, or you know, X and Y's use their awakening. But, like, I feel
Black
like
Ladle pudding in this bitch.
Black Ladle pudding.
This
Haki on her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right, I got
man.
to pause for a second.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Chris?
Oh no,
Awakening.
I was just saying, like, I feel like if you're, you know, of an X amount tier, like you should have an awakening. Like that's just how I see it. It's kind of like how like Vice Admirals, they all have Haki, from what we know of. I feel like it's the same thing there. It's like once you get into that like tier list, you just have to have it. But I mean, there are going to probably be people that are just more capable without their fruit than they are with their fruit, and they could still be up that level but not have an awakening. Like I don't know, and like I would argue as well, like probably people with like first, you know, seat levels like Marco, Ben Beckman, and Katakuri all have like a higher tier Haki of some sorts. I don't think Katakuri is going to be the unique one in the series, especially not among Shanks' crew, just because like that seems to be their thing. So that's just how I view it. I feel like if you have a high tier level character, they have to have high tier level skills.
Hey, Darson, what did you think of the chapter?
It was meh. It was. I didn't do a review on it because it was boring.
Damn.
Like it was just like I'm glad that they're getting all the Sanji bullshit out of the way, so we can go ahead and just get it over and done with. But even with that, I feel like they could have cut that shit down to just like 2 or 3 panels.
Nah, I don't know. 2 or 3 panels is
like,
enough to show the Haki on her ladle.
Yeah, you're right. Like, but still, like, I feel like all the thing that was important really there was the fact that changed the memories of the cook so they wouldn't know what happened at the wedding ceremony, and we needed the time limit on how much got left for the cake. We didn't need Sanji sniffing cakes and and pointing out ingredients and shit. We didn't need him fucking drawing the fucking cake and all that shit. Like, it's cool to know that he's really that nigga when it comes to cooking, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, wrap this shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got other shit we want to look at.
All right, so they were talking
I think
about
it was kind of meh.
They were talking about how they didn't want anybody coming into the factory while they're making the cake, so Sanji won't be seen. You think someone's gonna come in there and start trouble?
I would assume someone.
Yeah, Daifuku gonna come up in that bitch. He's gonna say we got unfinished business.
My problem with that is like, you know, like why would they stop like, you know, whole cake from being saved, even if, you know, Sanji's doing it?
Because I mean, in their mind, they probably don't think they need Sanji. Like they're like, oh yeah, pudding and chiffon are good enough. I feel like the fight's gonna probably either come at the end of them baking the cake, like leaving the factory, or like midway through them getting the cake, because they specifically mentioned that they're gonna use ingredients to like top it off during the travels of the cake.
But yeah, y'all got a point. Why would they want to come in there and stop that when that would save the island? You got a point there.
Why did somebody just sit on their ass all day because they're dumb? That's legitimately all I can say.
That's actually a legit answer.
Yeah, like they don't think like fucking like
yeah, you're right.
Just figured out they can lie to Big Mom this arc. I mean,
So y'all been hearing me all morning. I'm pretty sure y'all know by now that I think Jinbe could be the one to stop that wave, homie.
Oh yeah, like 5 billion tile fist over there.
Yeah, 5 billion tile. I'm bad. Goijin karate.
I don't. Is Steel still here? This is the time.
But Wallow said some shit earlier in the VC that kind of, I ain't gonna say put a damper on it. I still believe that it happened, but like he said that this homie is a display of a Yonko's power, and if it comes to Jinbe, reiterating it as a symbolic point, is like it doesn't look too good, you know. Like, you know, you got a Yonko who's like this fucking, you know, embodiment of power doing this shit. A giant tidal wave. Then you just got just a fish man just coming just like, nah, denied. Even though we know Jinbe is that nigga.
At the same time, though, like, if Jinbe doesn't want to stop it, let's say he does, like, a secret technique or goes, like, you know, I won't say all out, but, like, he has to try his hardest, you know what I mean? That's, to me,
yeah.
For the Yonko. Just because, like, they're not, to me, Big Mom's, like, homie abilities like that, to me, it doesn't seem like it's something I don't want to say special, not like special in the series, but like a special move to her. It's not like it's like here's my ultimate technique. Like, it's just kind of like, here's a technique I have. Now you have to try your hardest to stop it. Like, I feel like that shows how.
Yeah. Because I've been saying over and over, we've never seen Jinbe try actually.
Yeah.
We've never seen him try actually. But give me a second. I gotta go pay a bill. I'll be right back.
Right. I was gonna say that.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Big Mom's like homie abilities, indeed, they're like her lowest tier attacks.
Right. You talking about like the homies and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I feel it's just like a move. Like, to me, it's like it's a unique move to her, or actually in the series, but like to her, just like here's a move that I can do at like any whim. Like, it's not like something that she has to try to do. It's like if she were to use Napoleon and like Zoro had to use, like, I won't say that'd be something that's like, let's say Astra or something like that, or his 1-2 gorilla technique, like something that like is a named move versus her just random move that she has. That's just kind of how I see it.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's cool though, because like we're seeing more and more of a Yonko and what they can do. So I mean, hopefully it just kind of like opens some people's eyes and like they kind of see like, okay, like this is the tier gap. This is a stepping stone that Luffy eventually has to get to. Like, he's clearly not there now, as we saw with Katakuri. Like, this dude was looking like he was knocked unconscious on the floor like 10 minutes into the fight.
Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, that's how I mentioned it. Like, this is why like a lot of people, like, I don't know like where you guys stand with it, but like a lot of people that talk about the fights is always either Luffy can beat Katakuri like by using Gear 4, or he's just going to get demolished. And I've always been that he's getting demolished side, because like the Cracker fight showed roughly where he was in terms of skill and like power.
Yeah, he needs like a plan or like something his weakness.
It would just be silly, I feel like, if he were to somehow beat Katakuri, like legitimately, like no, like, you know, someone comes to save Luffy or a bomb goes off and stops Katakuri. Like, if they 1v1 and Luffy just overpowered him, I think it'd be very stupid. Only in the sense that like the story has told us otherwise throughout the New World. Like, they mention it.
You guys see the part? You guys see the part where Luffy tried to beat the crap out of those two long necks?
Yeah, the sister and brother, the twins.
Yeah,
they were part of the enraged army, the named people.
Hey, you know the 29th daughter is supposed to be Praline.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
The 29th. We already had a 29th daughter.
Shit. What do you call it?
You think you messed up?
I don't think it's him. It could have been just a translation. But I mean, we'll see it in the business.
Well, it says it on Manga Stream and Jim in his box.
Yeah, but there have been times where like weeks later they come back and they fix it. I don't know. It's one of those things where like we'll have to see who it is. I'm just looking at Katakuri now. It's like it's kind of weird. I don't know. So, are we gonna say anything?
I have to agree with you. Sorry to interrupt you, GK, but I have to agree with you, man. Like, if Luffy somehow beats Katakuri, I mean, that's insane, man. Like, so I want him to at least awaken his awakening.
Yeah,
and do damage. At least do like one hit, and Katakuri is actually a bit hurt. That's about it.
Like, my whole thing is, bro, if he were to be
my hope.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but my whole thing is like I honestly don't care about power scaling. So if Luffy gets wrecked, I'd be fine with it. But I mean, if Luffy somehow beat Katakuri, I wouldn't really care
But there
as
has
long
to
as
be
the
some
fight was
sort of
good.
power scaling story. Like in every story, there has to be some sort of power scaling. So like, it's not like like
Yeah, but I mean, most of the time it doesn't matter. Like I remember I was watching Bleach and there was like whole kinds of BS in there, and I was just like, whatever.
I mean,
it was like enjoyable and stuff.
that's the thing. That's why we go back to the whole why One Piece is kind of unique to an extent.
Hi, I'm back.
Yo, what's up? For the most part, like One Piece tries seemingly to keep like their power scaling in check. I'd say for the most part, because like
I mean, aren't you one of the main people that says plot hacks whenever we bring up Crocodile?
I mean, that's very specific only because, like Dan's mentioned before, it's been proven that Crocodile was going to be one of the later villains in the series. And then obviously Oda had to, like, change it up halfway through. It's kind of like how they, like, had him introduce supernovas during Archipelago.
All right, so wait, basically, let me ask you this: you agree that Alabasta is a great arc?
No, it's a really good arc, yeah.
It's great. Yeah, I fuck with Alabasta.
It's just certain things that, like, don't make sense.
Great arc.
Like,
yeah, but the power scaling didn't ruin the arc for you. So that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about the Katakuri.
I mean, it didn't ruin the entire arc, but it did ruin portions of the arc.
If Luffy like turns around and like beats Katakuri with some BS, I mean, as long as the fight was entertaining, like if it was entertaining BS, I'd be okay with it. I'm just giving my opinion.
See, that's what I'm afraid of, man. Like, because like the more Katakuri beats Luffy ass, like the bigger gap is created, for some bullshit to, intervene to happen,
Wait,
So-
Dustin, wait. Let's be honest here, Dustin. Like, he hasn't gone Gear 4 for one reason. He knows if he goes Gear 4, he's fucked. Like, he can't. If he doesn't win, it's over. Like, he's
Yeah. Yeah. For the plot itself, if he doesn't win, he's dead. Like he's over.
So how do you
exactly.
guys?
I don't think personally. I think Katakuri will be the same level as Gear 4 and you can hurt him. But he's waiting.
Say it again?
First. He said Gear 4. I think he said Gear 4 is equivalent to Katakuri in terms of like raw strength. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't feel that way, but I can see it. I guess.
No. What I'm saying is Katakuri is just like he's so powerful already, but Gear 4 is like Luffy going beyond his own limits, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, what I'm saying is, I think Gear 4 could hurt Katakuri, but Luffy can't risk doing it because he doesn't think he can beat Katakuri within 30 minutes or so, or how long that is. You know what I mean? Because if he doesn't beat him, he dies. There's nothing else he can do about it. So he's just plotting and waiting. So once he figures out how he can fight Katakuri, which I think he will learn to awaken, then I reckon you'll see him do a Gear 4 attack and you get like grabbed up by the mirror or something. That's all
right, but notice what you said. You said once he learns how to beat Katakuri, he's gonna beat it, right? So like it can be done like properly, but it has too much room for bullshit. Like when you say learn, like that can also be plot hacks. Straight up, if you get what I'm saying.
Do you guys see any way like that he can logically beat Katakuri, like in a good way?
Yeah, I'm starting to lose faith. Like I had a couple of assumptions last chapter, but now it's just like, I don't know, man.
This is the thing. If we can all agree, which hopefully we should be able to, that third commander is lower than first commander, whether it be 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever percent you want to give it, that's how the series has worked and how it's going to work, is if he lost basically to Cracker on his own until Nami intervened, there should be no logical way that he beats Katakuri unless he's a very specific counter like he did with Angel.
You get a counter or like a plan or like an idea or something.
Yeah, but like if you're powered,
it's not always as straightforward like that.
No, I get that. Like obviously, like things like outside of the show, like Batman or Superman, like obviously Batman has things that he can use, even though he's much weaker in terms of like physical strength and stuff like that than Superman. He can still beat him. But like if they were to fight like right now, like with no like planning on Batman's side, like he should lose. This is how it should work. And my whole thing is like Katakuri is shown to be
Batman without his utility belt would lose.
But yeah, like my whole thing is like Luffy's not he's a combat genius, but he's not like a genius.
Yeah. Like the more he fights Katakuri, the more opportunity is gonna present himself to like beat him. But it's just like how it's being portrayed right now is that Katakuri is just dominating on all fronts. to the point where Luffy can't like get enough of an edge to fucking actually use that advantage that he's trying to learn. You know, like when Luffy learns in battle, like they going tit for tat. Like the enemy may be like a little bit above Luffy, but he's still like is like surviving, like almost if you can understand what I mean. But in this situation, Katakuri is just stumping a mud hole in his ass. Like with everything Luffy tries to do, he gets countered and punished for that shit. And it's not like he's getting any type of advantage at all. Like he's not finding any loopholes. Every time he finds a loophole, Katakuri plugs that shit.
So real quick, Bushido Brown said an attack form of Gear 4 can be Katakuri. Now, when you say that, do you mean a different form of Gear 4 that's specifically only for attacking?
What?
And I'm assuming that's what he's saying. I'm just reading someone's comment in the chat. I don't know. I feel like just Gear 4 overall. Like, I want to say, this could be pushing it to some people, but I want to say that even if he could stay Gear 4 forever, I still don't think he's being Katakuri. I think you have a higher chance, clearly. But I just feel like it's still not to that tier. Like, it's kind of like when he started using, like, Gear 2nd, like, against, like, Kizaru. Like, he just couldn't do anything. He didn't have Haki and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where I feel like even if he has it, like, even when, like, they got damaged by the ice and stuff like that when he was a Marineford, like, he still wasn't doing anything. There was still that tier difference.
Doing anything Katakuri at all is Conqueror's Haki, and then that's if it would work. If he could do some crazy thing where he got super mad and made it work. That's the only way I can think of it happening.
Yeah,
he would never hurt him in a fight at this moment.
I feel like Conqueror's Haki almost only works if the person that you're fighting or are going to fight or whoever you're targeting the person with has a lower like willpower.
No, I understand that. I'm saying if he's supposed to be the Pirate King.
Right.
If he gets angry as fuck, maybe something will happen to where it works.
Yeah,
it becomes stronger, releases something. I don't know.
That's
the only thing I could see him doing that won't be an ass pull.
See, my whole thing, bro, is like it'd be like I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like, let's say if he fought like Big Mom, right? Or let's say he fought like Haki or Whitebeard Prime, like, and then he did something where like okay, he somehow beat them at the tier he's at now, or like slightly later. Like it's one of those things where like in my mind at least, the difference between him and like a first commander especially is just too big enough.
But now you see what I mean when I talk about Marco, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
You see why I say what I say about Marco now, right?
The Vice Admiral thing?
Marco would do the same thing to Luffy right now.
Oh, yeah. So, Devil Egg, who would you choose to be on your pirate crew? Katakuri or Marco?
I mean, that's not fair. Katakuri is
No,
way
it's
cooler.
not fair. It's totally fair. Who would you choose?
Katakuri, Red.
There you go. So don't ever argue with me again.
But no, I mean, that's kind of my thing, though, right? It's like, that's why I say, like, if you throw, like, Cracker versus Katakuri, right? It should be, like, I see it kind of as, like, a number thing where, like, Cracker's, I don't know, it's just random numbers, like 7, like Cracker's a 10 or whatever. Like,
wait, what? Who's a 7? What's a 10?
These are random numbers, like, the numbers don't mean anything. I'm just saying,
what?
like,
What are the numbers representing them?
The people. So, like, Katakuri would be like a 7 in my mind. And then, like, Cracker would be a 7 and Katakuri would be a 10. That difference of 3, even if he learned, like, okay, I now know Katakuri's weakness, I have, like, some more of a counter against him, I'm now at, like, 9.5. There's still that 0.5 difference that doesn't let him beat him.
I agree. That's what I said. That's my point. That's why I think Conqueror's Haki is literally the only non-ass pull way for him to get away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Everything else is just going to be stupid. He's going to either get a new gear, or he's going to be gayed, or something stupid that's going to make any sense is going to happen, or that where it's kind of an ass pulley, but at least we know he's got Conqueror's Haki. It's supposed to do something.
I think we're over thinking this.
Let me ask this question.
I missed it.
Wait, I just want to ask this question, guys. I was gonna say, like, obviously, because Gold Roger had those stories about him just going crazy, basically. When, like, essentially, when all his crew was in jeopardy.
Right? Yes, exactly, Nikki. That's what I'm talking about. When he got hurt, he flipped out, blacked out, killed everybody.
Yeah. So maybe Luffy, because I'm sorry, Chai, I missed your stuff, but essentially, like, he might have the same kind of qualities. I guess I'm repeating what Chai is saying, but he might have the same kind of qualities as what Gold Roger did. So.
If he gets mad enough, he will release some sort of Conqueror's Haki, wave that is hella strong.
So is the assumption that I don't know if you guys can hear me well, but is the assumption that Katakuri doesn't have Conqueror's Haki?
I don't know if he does or doesn't. All I'm saying,
I don't think he does.
I can think of a story that he could do that would actually not be an ass pull. Like, we've been told about it. He's been working on it. We know he has it. Is Conqueror's Haki. That's it.
Conqueror's Haki. Confirmed.
Even if he went fourth and he was all, I could be in this for 2.5 hours now. I don't think he's gonna beat Katakuri.
To be Big Mom's like top sweet commander and not have Conqueror's Haki would be.
I didn't say that he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki or does. I don't know.
I'm just saying hypothetically speaking.
But
I don't think he does because Marco didn't have it in anything, right?
The only people
I know Luffy does, so that's my point. Like
the only time we've ever seen someone with Conqueror's Haki is usually when they're the top person of their section, like the crew, or if they specifically have a goal that's like to become a king kind of thing. And like I don't think Katakuri, from what we've seen, has a goal to like be a ruler of any sorts. He's under Big Mom. Like the only exceptions would be Ace, who basically wanted to be king or to make Whitebeard king. But you know, like there was still that he's Rogers' son. And then Rayleigh. And like obviously that's kind of his own thing where I think he also
Rayleigh's probably the only one where it doesn't go to that example.
Yeah, I mean I would push that like he probably had his own like reasons for having it. Because let's be honest, bro, Zoro's gonna have
I just think he's hella powerful.
Alright, so on this question. Do you guys think Pudding's gonna have Conqueror's Haki?
No. But I think Pudding's way more important and powerful than people think.
I don't know about powerful.
See the Haki covered ladle?
Sure.
When I say powerful, I mean she's capable of doing things that others aren't.
Memories
for sure. Oh yeah, she's the memory.
No, did you guys see the Haki covered ladle this chapter?
Hey, I got a question about.
No, but I saw her stick her hand in the dude's head and just start pulling shit out. And the guy was literally a zombie for that time. Like, I don't know, that's just a cool power.
Did you guys? I don't know if you guys discussed this already about the surf homie that she was riding. Like, is this like a, you know what I'm saying? Did that fucking negate the fact that she's not supposed? I mean, obviously it did. That she's not supposed to be on water.
The what homie she was riding?
The tsunami
She was riding the candy.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. I didn't know if he was
Katakuri's on the phone and fighting Luffy, and he's on the phone talking to Parasparrow. Parasparrow says, "We're right behind him. We're about to kill them.
Okay.
They're still alive, though, unknowingly." And he's like, "We'll take them out." Remember?
I'm thinking she's standing like straight on the water. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
No, yeah, I thought that too for a second, but then I just went back and read it, and yeah, Parasparrow's talking to fucking Katakuri, saying he's with Big Mom. So.
Okay, cool.
He's definitely right. Think of it as like a boogie board.
Do you guys think the way they come out of this?
I have no idea. Jinbe.
Do you guys think the way they come out of this, like Big Mom realized the cake is not on the sunny, and then she like just turns around?
The thing is, if she hits it with a tsunami wave, that cake's gonna sink. What the hell? Doesn't even make
I don't
sense.
see how she would realize it out of like all of a sudden. She went up to the sunny and grabbed it and tried to eat it. So I think she would have realized it at that moment. If anything.
What up, fam?
Yeah, Ross.
What's up, Ross?
What up?
If she knows that the cake's not there, then she would have killed Parasparrow.
Teddy, why being so rude? Just say hi to me, you fuck.
That's true, though. She would turn around and kill Parasparrow.
Summarize, what did you think
Hi,
of
old man.
Alcoholic.
Thank you, but
Mirage.
fuck you.
Mirage, what was your thoughts on the chapter?
Sanji's doing real. He can smell the ingredients. Isn't that cool, Devil Egg?
That was stupid. That was the stupidest shit I've ever read.
Hey, come on, man. Give Sanji. I mean, I know it was kind of trash as far as feats wise. We want a little more. But
no. It's not. It has nothing to do with feast or anything. It's just smelling a cake and knowing what's in it. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. He got
it was
training with Ivanka.
Only Strusen knew.
None of his abilities make sense, bro.
He went under
makes
some real
perfect sense for everything we've seen in the series.
None of this story makes sense.
For what we know of the series, it makes perfect sense.
With a real world attitude, then it doesn't make any sense at all.
True.
Which is why I say, for what we know of the series, it makes perfect sense.
I don't see why it's a problem for him to smell and be able to do that. He's supposed to be good cook, but it's gay. Why couldn't he have
the fact that it's supposed to be ingredients that nobody. Wait, what'd you say?
Why couldn't he have smelled the fear in Katakuri and attacked him rather than smelling the cake and knowing the ingredients?
I was
really the fear. What the hell?
I was really hoping at the moment.
Viable, not cooking a fucking cake.
I was really hoping at the moment when he said like my special ingredient that he would say this is one of my 99 recipes, but he didn't say that, so that was a little bit.
He did say he would show them the power of attack cuisine, didn't he?
Yeah. So
it's really hard to make this guy making a cake cool when it's not.
Well, what I think is it is going to be one of the 99 recipes, I assume. But yeah, I know it was like with Big Mom. I didn't discuss it, but the Big Mom like having her tsunami thing. It was a little bit like, okay, of course she can do it, but I think it's stupid as F.
What you think?
Does that homie control the whole ocean, or what the?
That's
I
what
just think it's just
that's what it
water.
should be doing, but it's not gonna be.
If it's the whole ocean, that's broken, bro.
It should be the ocean.
Yeah,
you
but
can't
you know
separate a wave from the ocean.
Yeah, no, but it's the ocean, right?
No, you can't double A.
It'll just like it controls a certain volume of water.
Try to pick
Like,
up a
it controls
wave,
30
double A.
milliliters.
Tell me how it works.
I mean, Chatty, look, she had multiple hills that are connected to the ground, and they were like multiple hill homies. So going by that logic, the whole island should have been one giant homie.
What are you talking about?
No, I don't think that makes any sense.
You don't
Nah, I get what
remember
he's saying.
throughout the whole layout of Whole Cake Island, there were multiple hills.
You gotta explain to me what you mean by heels. I don't know what
Like
hills.
Like a hill.
like shoes, like high heels.
No,
like a fucking hill. Like a
An
mountain.
hill,
H-I-L-L.
Chetty, an
A
hill.
hill?
a
Yes.
hill.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know, no, you know, no, Chetty, you know in the anime when Luffy defeats Cracker, you see like Cracker goes to the hills, and every hill has one face. That's what Steve was trying to say.
Yeah, by going by that logic, the whole island should be one giant homie.
Well, I would not
Okay,
be
I do get you
surprised.
there.
I
That got
wouldn't
me.
be surprised if like the whole island stand up out of nothing, out of the water, and standing up like.
Yeah, that. I mean, yeah. I guess I could agree there too. I wouldn't be surprised if they could, if like she could
Wait,
focus
I
in
don't
order for it
understand
to.
that point.
Wait.
Because
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
soul
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the
But
same thing as the ocean?
Yeah.
You saying
That
said
doesn't make
you
any
can't
sense,
One part of the
separate?
ground is all parts of the ground, bro. That's
Yes,
what
exactly.
makes sense.
You said you can't separate one part of the ocean from the other.
You know that, right?
No, but the whole Cake Island is made of different stuff, though, isn't it? So.
And do you think that
How's
like
that
when you
gonna work?
put that dirt under a mountain, like there's no rocks, there's nothing else, it's just all dirt? Is that what you think?
I don't know what's comprised. I don't know what the hills
Well,
made
maybe you
out
should
of.
learn about that stuff. The ocean's all water.
Well, we know that the waters around Whole Cake Island are different, and there's no telling what's inside those hills and whatever, like you're saying.
Yeah,
But-
at the same time.
But at the same time, it's the same
They're
thing,
using
bro.
real world
Those hills are all connected to the same entity, just the way that the ocean is one
No,
big
they're
entity.
not. They're separated by all kinds of different minerals and fucking compounds.
Yeah, no, they're not. If they're made by fucking.
Yeah, they are.
one
Rock and
element.
dirt are not the
If they're
same
made
thing.
by one element, if the islands are made by
Rock
one
and
element,
dirt
they're
are not the same thing.
Okay, if you have a chocolate island, there's no rocks or dirt.
Yeah, and lava and sand and dirt aren't the same thing. And clay and
All right,
dirt
there's
aren't
no
the
rocks
same
or
thing.
dirt.
All right, sorry to interrupt, Charlie. I gotta just say this quickly. All right, guys, I gotta leave, but all I'm gonna say is Jinbe and Reiju gonna die, baby. Jinbe's gonna die definitely next 3 chapters.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about the fucking Vince books. What did you
Oh
guys think of
yeah.
it?
Oh, fuck the Vince book, double leg, you idiot. I'm out. See you later, bitches.
Thank God he's gone. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, that nigga, that's stupid, man.
No. But to be honest, I'm not surprised of anything anymore now. You know, I already said it wouldn't be surprised if Aladdin and those guys from the Sun Pirates just waterbend and send Big Mom back on her wave. Those kind of things can be happening now.
I don't know, that'd be a bit weird.
I think that wave is too big, bro.
I mean, not even big. It's the fact that it's a homie. I don't think they can just like.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a homie. But we seen her get her powers finessed before, so that kind of scares me.
You think it loses its
Look,
properties
look,
of water?
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
I
how
think
easy,
Brooke-
no, but it's the same thing. How easy Nami could control Zeus. They can control water as well if they want to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like they could probably do that, but I think it'd be
But
because she's
that's what
supposed
I'm
to have
saying is.
control over her homies, bro. The Nami
I
thing
know.
still bothers me. Like
Yeah, but I know.
I still haven't got over that.
No, but
I think we're gonna see.
because of
we're gonna,
that. I understand that it can be happening.
I feel like
That's
we're
why I said
actually
someone
gonna
would be
see
surprised.
how Brooke hurts the homies exactly, and we've been trying it on the wave. And he's gonna like cut it on a cheek or something, and it's gonna be like ow, and it's gonna like accidentally swerve left.
Nah.
That's what I think is gonna happen. A small redirect.
Unless he do like his ultimate attack or something.
Yeah, his ultimate attack. That's fine.
Water being put in that direction towards that way would make it stop. It's just water.
I'm waiting for Paige.
Hey yo, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? You know, you was talking about the size of the wave. Well, I actually was like looking up a whole bunch of shit from Jinbe. Like when we look at the size of the wave compared to the Sunny, then we look at a panel of Jinbe hitting fucking Watatsumi. Like the size is comparable. And
Okay,
like
so
we know, and we know throughout this entire story, like from what we've seen from Jinbe, he hasn't been trying it yet. Like he hasn't used 100% of his power yet.
He didn't
Like,
do shit.
But look. I'm about to go into headcanon. This is gonna be headcanon a little bit. Like when he hit Watatsumi, like we can see that area of effect. I'm just gonna say he used around 30% of that shit. Like that's all I'm gonna use. Like he said, 30% of that power. So imagine if he used 100 to fucking redirect that wave. I don't think it's too far fetched to think that Jinbe can fucking redirect that shit. And then if we do take into account that there are other fishmen, if they come in and help him, then I think they.
But that's
can.
That's what I said, Durson. That's just what I said. It would be surprised if Aladdin and all the other guys will send Big Mom back with the wave.
Yeah.
I think this is bad perspective though, Durson. Because look at Big Mom. Look at Big Mom. Like Big Mom, almost as big as the Sunny. Like imagine filling up that wave with a bunch of Big Moms. How many Big Moms can you fit into that wave?
But look at the picture of how big Jinbe is compared to Watatsumi. Look at the picture with the Sunny and compare the size difference. They almost the same.
I think that the question isn't that if Jinbe can do the wave. I think that it's if his ability is still gonna work with it being a Big Mom homie. Like I think he should be.
I mean, technically, he doesn't have to destroy. He doesn't have to destroy the entire wave. He can just do like they did with the Aqua Laguna.
Yeah, he can just fucking turn that shit.
Well, then, yeah, I definitely think he has the ability to. My only issue was if his will was stronger than Big Mom's at that point.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna destroy the water homie because his soul is infused in it. What I just think it is, he will actually redirect the actual like wave and like she'll just have to regroup and do it again or something like that.
Man, hashtag YouTube 6 man. You know I'm here.
What's good, Wallo?
What up, Wallo?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Hey, tighten up, bro.
Already?
Oh, he did he call me the Wrangler? That's like he sound low, bro. I can't hear him.
Can you guys hear Chris?
I heard something about reptile.
Nah,
I can hear Chris.
Is he talking right now? Chris, you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking now.
He talking. He was talking mad low.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, I hear him.
Okay. But I think Steeple's backtracking on what he said that one day about Jinbe. Remember his special?
Oh yeah. I was just about to say, bro, it'll be nice to get feet for him, but damn, bro, this wave I think is a different caliber from what I was imagining when I said that, Chris. Honestly.
Man, look.
I missed whatever the
Big
conversation was.
Big Mom on that bull, bro.
Oh, go ahead, Wallo.
Nah, she just on that bull, bro. Like she out here surfing on the wave and shit, about to clap the crew. But what I was telling Durson earlier in the VC, bro, like man, look, I like this scenario because it puts urgency under Luffy, and it's now or never. So he got to do something. He got to shake something, bro. So now it ain't no time, bro. Because I use this example. I was like, imagine this: you're on the phone. You're in a situation yourself, you know what I'm saying? But then you're on the phone with your wife, your daughter, or something like that, and then she says these words to you. She's like, "Damn, I'm sorry, but I don't think we're gonna make it out of this one." and then that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation you're in, you're gonna do your damn best to get out of it, so you can see what the hell going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Luffy understands the urgency of this already.
Yeah.
No, of course, but I'm telling you, bro, you gotta realize when Nami saying what she said to him, it's like, bro, because remember, right before she said that, she was like, I need to focus on this guy. And then when she said that, did you see the two exclamation marks and the look in his face?
Yeah.
He's like, it's turn up.
Think about it. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying it's turn up time, bro. It's now or never.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it this way. When last time Luffy talked to them, he was throwing Katakuri in the mirror world. So the best of his knowledge, they cooped the burst away. So once he got confirmation they were still alive, he was like, "Oh shit, Big Mama is still fucking with them," you know?
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about this possibly. What if they actually die?
Who?
And I've actually been thinking about it, bro, and I don't really know, like, how do they
Like, what if
move
Nami-
on from something like that, bro?
What if Nami, Brook, Chopper, Carrot, and Jinbe actually die right here?
That would be crazy as fuck.
That would be probably the craziest twist of a turn of events in shonen history, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because throughout the whole arc, it's like,
80,
man, these niggas
80%,
ain't finna die.
Yeah, but
Ain't nothing gonna happen to these
yeah,
niggas.
80% of all the main characters is dying.
Oh well, hey, did it give us more time to focus on Luffy? I would like it, but hey, fuck it. Them niggas die every day, B.
What if like everyone dies except for Jinbe?
I would love that.
Sanji's not on a boat, so I can love
it. Get rid of all the weak ones.
Yeah, and so then the new crew gonna be Luffy, Jinbe, Sanji, and Zoro.
I feel like Nami and Chopper, they're not expendable though. Like Brook and Jinbe, I think they're expendable.
Oh no! Nami and Chopper are expendable.
No, what you talking about, Brook, man?
They need
Come
Nami
on,
to navigate, bro. And Chopper's the doctor.
No,
I mean, you can get another navigator.
Not as good.
Jinbe could be navigator too.
Yeah, but
he been out there.
Anytime Nami shows off her skills as a navigator, like when they was on Zoe, like didn't the new Arachi say, "Wow, you have like an extreme natural talent for this"? Because she was able to figure out before he even told her that
he figured out the poneglyph before seeing the poneglyph.
They have to pinpoint the location of a raftel.
Yeah, all that's cool and all, but I mean, like, you can replace Nami.
I don't think you can replace that though, bro.
Dude, are you serious?
Like, not so easily, anyway.
Yeah, Chris, I can hear you, but very low.
You can, of course, you can replace Sanji.
What he said about Brook.
I know that he's one of the replaceables.
Yeah, so is Nami.
Not really. She went up that Sky Island thing and got all those fucking weather abilities.
No, but about Brook, I don't think Brook can be
Brook could be casted out so fast and make it.
What you talking about?
Brook is literally
like I could understand if you say Luffy don't want to lose.
Brook was literally a completely 100% pointless character.
But they don't need Brook. Yeah. They need Nami and Chopper.
Yeah,
that's my point. He was a pointless character until this arc. He literally did nothing the entire story except sing and laugh.
I mean, that's all we need him to do.
No, I don't want a character on the crew for that.
Real shit.
But I mean, if Chopper dies, they have law. So
Chopper is a toy seller. You know that.
His own crew, bro.
I mean, Law is his own crew, but they could borrow him until they get a real doctor.
Wait, what? Borrow who's?
We're talking about how replaceable Chopper is.
Oh.
Maybe we can just kill off crew.
I mean, I don't know how you can say that because Nami would be dead right now.
True.
If it wasn't for Chopper, Nami would be dead.
True. But
if it wasn't for Chopper, all Diabetes would be dead.
Nami and Chopper are the ones that that are not expendable. Brook and Jinbe. I feel like Carrot, she is expendable, but at the same time,
I forgot.
Super expendable.
Fuck Carrot.
Carrot's expendable, but at the same time, she got all that development in the past couple chapters.
And to me, Jinbe,
she's gonna be big in the future. So
Jinbe ain't expendable. You can't get them god tier speeches from anyone else besides like Zoro.
That's true, but he can give him the best speech of his life while sacrificing.
Zoro's given like one speech.
Yeah.
But Jinbe is invaluable because he's like a general on the battlefield.
Yeah.
But do you guys think Jinbe's too like powerful to stay on the crew? Do you think he'll actually end up killing them?
They'll catch up.
Nah. Hey Trent, bro, this shows us why, bro. Like we need people like Jinbe out here, bro. Like this shit, bro. You feel me? Like, cause after seeing what Katakuri out here doing, bro, like you need monsters, bro.
Yeah, there's people trying to get like Carrot on the crew, and she's complete fodder.
She has literally failed at every attempt of fighting she's done.
Yeah, bro. Like, man, bro. Until she redeemed herself, like by beating Peril Sparrow, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about her.
So, last question for me for a minute. As far as Sanji goes, what's the odds you guys think that you know what I'm saying, whatever, like if he makes the cake, that we get into our first alliance with a Yonko?
0.
I think that's
no.
If he's more
You guys should have saw that in the chapter you just read. Katakuri obviously loves his family a shitload. And these people.
Hey, this alliance is dead.
It's gonna come in the story. You'll see.
But what you're saying is, so if we're gonna align so that Katakuri gonna be the teacher of Luffy, showing the capability of his power.
No, I'm not saying as far as like him taking the money.
I just know Katakuri cares a shitload about his family. He was all, "Don't touch my brother."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
And fucking, they saved Lola's literal life. They literally saved Lola's life. It's gonna come into play.
I think that the alliance is dead, fam. I think that shit been dead.
I don't know about alliance or what, but either Katakuri's gonna have a soft spot for him, or Big Mom is. One of them.
Well, I mean, the alliance for Big Mom, like that died when they smashed the caramel photo. I feel like.
Okay, let's just say that they make the cake better than Streusen would have made it, and Big Mom is like, "Yo, I'm gonna need to make sure I stay on good terms with this cat." And at that point in time, can't nobody fuck with her. So the thing we need to do, go ahead and slide her some treats and get the fuck up out of there.
Well, if Katakuri finds out that they saved Lola's life and Sanji saves Sparrow's life, there's two people that are gonna like him.
Hey, but here's the thing. Hey, here's the possible outcome. Say Luffy get his ass beat. He's beat up, taken prisoner.
Yeah.
Big Mom gets to Chocolate Town and she eats the cake and she's like, "Oh, this shit is good." And then she like, "Yo, I tell you this, y'all niggas gonna be my slaves." You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all bake this cake for me, y'all niggas can go free. That's a possible outcome.
But nah, bro. The thing that I'm trying to let people know is that if this man really does this cake as delicious as he say it's gonna be, which he was basically doing everything better than Streusen on the fly, bro. Like
his laptop.
She's gonna want him. Yeah, she's gonna want him on her crew.
Maybe she won't know he made it. They'll just think Pudding made it or something.
Well, basically, Sanji. He's gonna go, "No, I'm not cooking it for you anymore." And she goes, "I'll kill you." He's gonna go, "Fine, kill me. You'll never get it again." And she's gonna get all pissed. He's a little brat.
Okay, so you think that the Straw Hats will go under a agreement, like let's say if they did something similar to what the Fishman did, but instead they sent her treats for alliance.
That cake,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She eats the cake. It's the best thing she's ever tasted. She literally is between a rock and a hard place. She can't force him to do stuff by the.
I'm not saying that.
I'm lie of saying she's going to kill him, because if she kills him, no more cake.
I'm not saying about getting killed. All I'm saying is she's just like, "Yo."
What I'm saying is what you're asking.
This is the agreement.
All right, guys, sorry, I have to interrupt.
She likes it a lot.
Well, I guess I am saying
she
like
has
word
to be
die
nice
pretty
to him
much.
to some degree.
I have to go for like a couple of minutes. I will come back later. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What she do is like, in exchange for their freedom, like since she thinks the cake is so good, that she takes life force from Sanji and makes a homie out of him so he can cook for him.
Damn.
I mean, if that works that way, then sure.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But I don't know if it works that way.
Hey, nah, but check this out, Chad. Chad, do you remember
agreeing with that?
No, I'm not.
Do you remember when
did that? Don't you think it would take away his cooking ability?
No.
Hey, Chad, do you remember when I was
like
saying?
Warriors zombies.
You remember when I was saying the whole what if Katakuri wanted, like, because the way it's being depicted to me, he's literally trying to get everybody out of the mirror world so he could have this one-on-one session with Luffy.
Yeah.
Like, what if? Remember I told you what if?
What do you say? When you told him to go burn the ship down?
Nah, when he told Brule, hey, take them and get them out of the mirror world. You feel me? He want everybody out of there.
Did he tell him to get him out, or did he just tell him to go burn the ship down?
No, that's what he said to Brule. You feel me? To go take some people and do that. But remember the other people? He was like, "How long you plan on sleeping?" These people couldn't get out because you was not out.
He said that to Brule.
That's my point. But he was saying, how long does she plan on sleeping? Because they couldn't get out of the mirror world. The soldiers.
They couldn't shoot arrows into the boat through a mirror without her.
Nah, but he said they couldn't escape. They couldn't escape the mirror world without her being awake.
I gotta reread it. I'm not sure he said escape or not.
Yeah, but I think you're both kind of right, because at the same time he could easily have been meaning, to get out of there and go to where they need to go.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, because to me, bro, listen, bro, like what I was saying is that he loves his family a shit ton, like he says, right? So in turn, he hates the fact that Big Mom is always killing off his brothers and sisters. You feel me? So that he's looking for someone who could beat Big Mom, and he sees the potential in Luffy, and he wants to pull him in there. He wants to get the one-on-one where because basically what he's doing is training him, showing him how to use everything he's using and do it better. You feel me? And then it could be a serious fight at some point in this thing.
I just find it hard to believe that if he really wanted Big Mom out, like, because right now he's still, besides like charisma wise, he still should be leagues and bounds beyond Luffy. You know what I'm saying? So if he really wanted to scheme on Big Mom, he should have been schemed on her.
Nah, but at the same time, it's still his mama, bro. So he don't want to do it himself.
Right, I did feel you on that.
Yeah, because you feel me? It's like,
up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you feel me? Because, bro, like, out of all of them, he showed that he wasn't shook of Big Mom, but he knows all his other brothers and sisters are. You feel me?
Yeah, see,
Remember when
look, he says, I thought that he might have been able to protect his crew with all that vigor he's got, but this is the state of their captain. Take the soldiers and go set fire to their ship. Somehow they're still safe. Understood, big brother. Big sis Brule, we found another mirror leading to this ship. There seems to be at least one or more of them to... all right, let's go start a fire while they're flustered. Yeah, so he was just talking about fucking lighting them on fire, shit, lighting the boat on fire with flame arrows. But still,
and then he said to Luffy, like, he was like, "What about our 1v1?"
Huh?
I was saying he said to Luffy, he was like, "What about our 1v1?"
Oh no, he was just trolling the shit out of him.
Yeah, trolling him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was
him look like a bitch.
Boy.
That's why I said. Now you guys should understand what I meant. What I mean when I talk about Marco. This motherfucker explained it all.
Marco fought against people that are far superior to Luffy, bro.
Mm-hmm. And those people couldn't stop Luffy, but this guy has no problem doing
it. So wait, you don't think Luffy can beat Marco? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, what?
Nah, I don't.
No. Nah, I don't think he could beat Marco, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
What do you think Marco would do to him?
I think
he'd give him a Phoenix kick.
I'm saying how? Like, how would he beat him?
Kick him to death.
Do you think if you just hockey up something, like the person blows up?
Honestly,
if you catch a Phoenix windmill hockey kick, nigga, that's
if you hit him enough times, he's done, bro. And he got claws. Come on now.
So if he hits Marco enough times, he's not done?
No, because Marco is going to regenerate everything, bro.
You know his regeneration doesn't last forever, right?
It don't last forever, but Luffy
got
enough
it lasts
to
a
take
lot
Marco.
longer than the people he fights now, and he can barely win those.
If the Admirals couldn't take Marco out, what makes you think Luffy can?
The Admirals bodied him. What are you talking about? A Vice Admiral.
They didn't make his regeneration reach his limit.
A Vice Admiral literally took him out of the game completely.
They didn't make his regeneration reach his limit, though. That's why they used the handcuffs.
Completely. Doesn't matter what they bodied him. I don't care about the regeneration part.
But you just asked me about the regeneration, bro.
I know. Then they brought something else up, and now you're trying to bring it back to what we were talking about. Yeah, I know.
He's all ran through the Straw Hat solo.
When?
I think if Marco fought Luffy, that he'd be.
I think he's already ran through the Straw Hat solo. My bad, bro. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was saying that if Marco would fight Luffy right now, that he'd be maybe even beating Luffy up even worse.
Holy moly!
All right.
I'm telling y'all.
We'll see.
Marco put dumbers on Luffy though, bro. But
if you
I still think Katakuri better than him.
Than Luffy or Marco?
No, I'm saying Marco will put them dumbers on Luffy, but I still think Katakuri is better than Marco.
Oof. I mean, I'm low key a Marco fanboy, but I can see where you would say that. But we just haven't seen enough stuff from Marco yet. We've seen a lot of shit from Katakuri so far.
Yeah. Well, no. We've seen a lot of copy and paste. You feel me? We've seen a lot of copying going on. He basically Kakashi out here right now.
That's true. Yeah. But I mean, that feat alone is still, more than we always seen as a couple kicks from Marco and the regeneration.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he would be beating up Luffy worse, right?
Perhaps.
Bro, I hope see, I hope something happens where he has to fight. I hope Marco challenges Luffy, like, to see if he's worthy to follow, bro. Like, you feel me?
I feel
Yeah,
like
that'd
Luffy
be
will
Like,
dope.
challenge him if anything.
Yeah.
nah, cause
Honestly,
Marco gonna be like, bro, why should I help you? You feel me? You
Hey,
know what I'm
it's off
saying?
topic from
Even
the
though,
Go ahead.
No, honestly, I think Marco next fight is gonna lose though.
It's
Oh,
off
so he's
topic
gonna
from
get
the
another
Wano
loss.
fight
Like, yeah,
or
man,
from
that
the
dude's a beast.
right, but he can still beat Luffy though, bro. Is
Yeah,
the
I know he's
thing.
a
He might
beast.
not be
yeah,
that
but
good, but
He's
he's still
Pirate King,
washing
right?
Luffy.
yeah, but they're not gonna fight. So
Marco's
nah,
basically Pirate King, pseudo Pirate
I
King.
hope they do.
Cause
Cause see,
all right, so you must think
yo,
that
people.
fucking Cracker could beat Marco.
Huh?
You must think that Cracker could beat Marco.
Cracker can't beat anybody. And Marco's at least alive still. Maybe.
Okay, do you guys think that Jack is the lowest fucking commander in Kaido's crew?
Calamity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Calamity.
Personally, I think he did. I think he is.
yeah.
That'd be too much. But would it
Kaido
only make
has
sense? There's
nothing
got to be a
but
queen and a king. I'm
a
thinking.
billion bounty people on his crew.
Huh?
You said what, bro?
You guys think he has nothing but billion bounty people on his crew?
I mean, as far as his top motherfuckers, but
Yeah, as
I
far
don't
as his
know.
top commanders are concerned.
So yeah, the main ones, like every other Yonko, like the main ones are gonna all be billion berry down here.
Oh, you think so? So you think we saw the top commander? Or the top?
No, you
commander?
guys are saying that Jack's not the top commander; he's like the bottom one. So there's two more at least that are gonna be over a billion bounty, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's what the conversation is.
it's wild.
I'm just asking if you disagree.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so because I think it would be unreal. They would just kill everybody.
No, I think their bounties would be warranted because they're such. They're all so savage.
Katakuri's obviously pretty
Yeah,
sad.
No, Katakuri
yeah,
seems.
but I mean, how?
He seems pretty chill.
Oh, so
Do you
his
think, right,
is
do
a
you
billion
think that
because he's
Big Mom
savage.
sending his
He's
people
got a
out?
billion because he's killed.
No, I think he got a billion because of the fact that he's the strongest commander on Big Mom's crew.
So they just said, "Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
mean-
the strongest. Give him billion."
I mean, they're gonna give people a billion berry bounty for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? They're not
Yeah.
gonna not everybody's got their bounty for the same reason. You know, that's not how.
Yeah, but it's
goes.
around the same reasons. It's crime.
There are
I
varying
mean, yeah,
degrees of
but at
crime.
the end of the day, like, what's his name? Fucking, god damn it. Luffy was pretty much neck and neck with, I can't fucking remember the guy. Oh, Kid. And, as far as, like, bounty, they were close pre-time skip, and they weren't doing the same type of crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve just said.
We don't even know what Kid did.
Right, but
Man,
we do
Kid
know he was
live,
killing
bro.
people.
How do you know?
Because
I
they
think it was
wasn't that not
stated by
stated?
Haki.
Yeah.
Cause to me, the killing people ain't that much of a big difference,
Where
bro.
did
Like,
it say
you
he
feel
killed
me?
people? How many did it say he killed?
Dude, it said when we were first introduced to him,
Yeah.
how
When
his bounty
Shaki,
was
when
higher
Shaki,
than.
yeah, when Shaki was talking about it.
I'm asking, how many people did it say he killed?
I mean,
I don't
they
think-
didn't. They
I don't
just said
think
he
they
I'm not
gave
saying
us a
you're
number.
wrong. I'm
How
asking
many
you
people
about
did Luffy
what they
kill?
said.
Apparently, from what we know,
I don't think they gave a number, Chad.
Yeah, they never gave specifics.
Gotcha.
do you guys think that Katakuri has a natural weakness, like elemental?
I mean,
It's possible,
yeah.
I think so.
but we ain't see it yet, so
It could be. I mean, a lot of people are saying the flames, but more intense. But it has to be more intense or whatever. You know, like another gear, fucking Hawk Galling or whatever. Not Hawk Galling, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fire.
To me, it ain't even that, bro. Because the man could change the consistency of his mochi, bro. Sticky, not sticky, fucking make soft earmuffs. Like, he do what he want.
Yeah. Okay, but do you guys think that, like, with all we've got so far, that it is confirmed that mochi is better than rubber, or are we gonna find out that rubber is like trumping a mochi?
No,
as far as
I
elements
clear,
or as far as like fruit wise.
I clearly think the rubber is superior, but Luffy himself is not superior. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if I
They
would
probably
say
could be wrong or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
because
Lu,
I think
like rubber.
Katakuri already showing like with his fruit he can do everything Luffy can and then some.
No, but this is the thing, bro. You feel me? Rubber is the superior element. You feel me?
that's
Or
what I'm thinking.
substance
I mean, it depends.
to mochi, bro. You feel me? Like
It's not superior in defense.
I'm just thinking what we're gonna eventually learn, like some way. It might not be in defense, but some way, like however, whatever Luffy can do with his shit, Katakuri is not gonna be able to do.
yeah, like power, speed, and all that. It should be superior, bro. But at the same time, like Luffy himself is inferior.
Yeah, I don't think the fruits matter that much. For example, I mean they're both weak fruits actually. So, for example, Virgo has no fruits, and his Haki was enough to like overpower a lot of people.
Okay, but do you think that if it was Luffy v Cracker 1-on-1 trapped in the mirror world, is Luffy winning?
Without fruits?
No, not without fruits. Just like with what I'm saying, what they have.
Of course.
In the mirror world, 1-on-1, who's winning?
Wait, what do you mean? We already saw the fight.
The Cracker.
Right, but we didn't see the fight unassisted.
Well, no, but what do you mean? Like, I don't.
He's trying to say that
like
Nami
if fruits
basically
didn't
beat Cracker,
matter.
not Luffy. He's trying to say Nami's the one that beat Cracker, not
I'm saying if fruits didn't matter, you know what I'm saying, like at this point, because I think that's the only reason they can go 1-on-1 is because at some point in time, either his Conqueror's Haki is going to matter or his fruit's going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, like you said, he's no match for Katakuri as it is right now. So, like, if he couldn't beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if he couldn't beat Cracker 1-on-1, I don't think he can beat him 1-on-1. Fruit or no fruit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
I think that the weakness of his fruit might play a role, yeah. But I'm just saying that in terms of like the best fruit, I don't think there is a best fruit. It's just you have users, you have especially Haki.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't think
but
that?
No. But you can't necessarily say that because this series, like the manga itself, says that there's fruits superior to the other.
Yeah, of course, but
the user itself can be superior.
Yeah,
right.
But these two fruits are pretty much the same tier, I think.
Right.
Yeah, but one of them has to be superior. It's just like Monet. It's just like Monet, Logia, and fucking Aokiji. Aokiji's is the superior one.
I feel like it's just like the one has pros, other has other pros. Like the one has cons, the other one has other cons.
No, the mango fruit's better than the flame fruit. He killed it. That's the reason he was so easy to kill.
Yeah, he marked him.
It's kind of like which one is the better fruit, ice or magma? I think they're the same too.
No.
But that's different.
I think the superiority thing it only counts.
Of the fire fruit.
Yeah.
I think it only counts when they're similar.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. The mochi and the rubber is similar, but the rubber is supposed to be superior to the mochi. You feel me?
In comparison to
that one's kind of different. I think that goes more to where whoever figures out how to use the fruit better.
Yeah, that's you see now. You see what I was saying with the Luffy being inferior to him.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Luffy's fruit, they both have the same special paramnesia, but Luffy's, he can't like separate his leg from himself and put it back together like Katakuri can. But
yeah, that's
he can stretch himself out with an elastic stretch and then probably whip it like Luffy does at people and shit. So I don't know.
There's probably not any natural elasticity like how Luffy used to just launch himself up to shit. But shit, I forgot where I was going, so fuck it.
I only said the elastic thing is because there's just a lot of power and actual inertia that is created from the elastic stretch or something flinging back at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and rubber itself as a solid substance is way more dense than fucking mochi, bro.
Yeah, some like the difference of like fruits and shit, like between certain fruits.
Yeah.
Hey, you're real quiet again.
So basically,
am I?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Talk again
a little bit.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, basically what I was saying was that I feel like the rubber fruit is superior to the mochi one, just not Luffy. Luffy is not he's inferior to Katakuri herself. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Like so it's like in a sense where even though he probably has the better fruit, he still doesn't know how to use it like how Katakuri knows how to use his mochi. So basically, therein he's getting the brakes beat off him.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you think after this, Luffy's able to learn like or to do like make other feet out of his rubber body? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that.
Man, hey, bro, he made 6 arms, bro. So I wouldn't put it past him, bro. Like,
Because I
you
can
I
know what I'm
don't put
saying?
much past anything he does now.
Hmm.
It's not confirmed,
Yeah,
Trent,
bro.
but it
Like,
definitely
yo,
looks like it.
when me
What's
and
not
Chatty was talking
confirmed?
about that whole 6 arm shit, bro. Like, bro, remember Chatty when I was like, bro, until Oda says in the SBS, bro,
Did you
that
just say
ain't
that's
six
not
arms.
confirmed? The fuck?
No, I said until
No,
Oda
I'm talking
says
to
it
Steve-O,
ain't.
not you, Koala.
Oh yeah, until Oda says it's not 6 arms,
Yeah, what the
then it's 6 arms to me, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
until
what
he
you would.
says in
You
the
don't need him
SBS.
confirmation. You would need him to say different.
Yeah, you feel me?
Like you would need him to come out and
For
say,
right
"No, that's
now,
not 6 arms. You're mistaken for it to be not 6 arms. It's not like it needs to be
Ah,
confirmed."
I mean, I agree. I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with like the way you're coming at it. It's just the fact that it would, I guess, technically be the first time we've seen it. You would think that there'd be a highlight of it. You know what I'm saying, or some type of like note
It's in the manga
that
and
this
the
is
anime.
a.
It's a totally different name.
My only thing with the 6 arms is like the whole fact that we see Katakuri do multiple arms and saying it's superior to what Luffy can do.
Yeah,
yeah, you feel me? That's why I said, bro. Like Oda didn't highlight it for the specific fact he's he's building up to something. So he wants us to put two and two together, bro.
no, I think he'd come out. I think what he would show us, because historically, what he has shown us is Luffy's does whatever, or he makes a speech like basically saying, "This is what I got from this battle," or "This is what I got from you," and this is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Where's he ever made a speech like that?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, fucking Gear. When he did Gear Second, he was talking about why he
He didn't say shit.
like
He
how he
just
knew.
attacked fucking.
Did he not say how he knew he had to get stronger? Because he fought
Yeah,
stronger guys before, and they flashed back to him versus Aokiji.
Did he do it when he learned the
When
move
he fought
from
Blue No, I mean, who did
Bellamy?
I say? I don't know. I don't remember who I just said, but when he fought Blue No, I mean.
He didn't say anything to Blue No.
Well, Luffy, that's what I'm talking about. Luffy versus Blue No.
the only thing he when he explained how he saw them doing the Soru and shit like that, and he was like, that's
Right, and
how
that
you're
was
doing it.
basically when he whipped out Gear Second, correct?
No, that's not a
Yeah.
speech.
Right, but I'm talking about that's when he said it's not a speech, but he basically said, "Yo, this is what I've learned." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why did he do it with Bellamy when he learned the fucking Culver or the
The
Kong gun
what?
thing? The Kong gun thing where he pulls his hand into his wrist.
Oh well, shit. I mean, that was a part of a whole gear.
No, he just watched Bellamy do it in the fucking Coliseum, and then he did it.
I'm not sure if.
Yeah, that could be damn true. that damn sure could be true. And
Nah,
then Luffy have a move
Luffy
where he
had the
used
Kong
spring
gun.
legs.
Yeah, I don't.
Luffy had the
No,
Kong
yeah,
gun
he did.
before.
He did.
Luffy had the,
No.
remember
Rayleigh,
the
yeah,
flashback.
he
Talking
flashed
about
back.
him
Flashback
pulling
with
his wrist into his hand into his wrist, where it accordions in and he punched Dopey. That move.
That's the Kong gun.
Yeah, that part of the move is what he learned from Bellamy. He never done it before. The first time we ever saw Gear Fourth, buddy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When he did Gear Fourth. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I know.
Right. That's what the fuck I said in the beginning. I said I don't know he did that in the Coliseum. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Nah, yeah, we just lost in translation.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, next topic. But yeah,
So I don't know if you guys talked about it
you
too
know what I'm
much.
saying? Like,
Coliseum.
good.
Oh, I was
Go
just
ahead.
with the whole foreshadowing of when I think was it Chomper in the submarine when he mentioned that he saw some sea mermaid / sea person, and so like, I
Yeah.
feel that has to be Aladdin, like in his group. I think that's
Yeah, I feel
for the
yeah, they're
waves.
coming to help him because I think that them as a group can do something to deter the wave.
Yeah.
But
All
Other
the
than
fishmen.
that, I don't think they could
Yeah.
do shit.
I mean, I kind of feel like Jinbe could probably potentially do it by himself if he really tried. Because I was talking to the guys before we started the stream, I was just saying like the Aqua Laguna is way bigger than that wave, and Luffy and like Zoro like stopped it pretty easily in like base form.
With the Aqua Laguna, with the just one wave created by Aqua
I would say
Laguna.
it's still. I mean, it said it was Aqua Laguna. I mean, the size of the wave was pretty damn big. Like, we didn't really have a comparison to see how big it was in comparison to the one that hit the city, but it was still a huge ass wave.
Yeah, because the boat compared to that wave, bro, was something else.
So, Bushido Brown says, if Tankman converted all the attack power from Bounce Man, and could so I think wait, what does he say? One shot Cracker, why is it hard to understand that if you convert it into attack form, he could beat Katakuri?
I think he's just saying like if Gear 4 is like a hybrid form of like speed and like attack.
Yeah, to me, he would have to do something advanced to where he's doing, instead of like kicking the same spot 6 times with his Soru, he's kicking that shit 12. You feel me?
Right, something harder tier.
Wait, run it back. My bad, I was out for a second.
He's just Bushido Brown in the chat said that basically that if Gear 4 has like the third form, say like not Tankman because Tankman's defense, if it had like a straight attack like type form, like there's no defense, there's no speed or anything like that, it's just pure attack. Yeah. That would be the way that he could beat Katakuri.
Yeah, and then my point is like with the whole Soru, instead of kicking in the same spot 6 times, kicking the same spot 12. You feel me?
Yeah.
Up the ante, and it'll probably be way faster.
The thing is, like, purely with like an attack form, is I kind of feel like Gear 4 is almost that thing. Is almost like an attack form, just because like when Dofi mentioned like speed and power weren't enough because one or the other was weaker. That would be the like mixture, I guess. I don't know. It all depends on how you see it. Like I think that the third form person is gonna make a speed type form versus everything else. So I don't know. It would be interesting.
To me, if he had an attack form, he would have his hands be half the size of like Gear 4's like Bound Man.
Right.
And like when it wouldn't be as big, but at the same time he would probably focus more of the muscle into his legs, so that he's moving way faster.
Yeah, something.
All I'm thinking is that I would like it if the fight shifted from Fruit to Haki, to where Luffy uses Conqueror's Haki every time, but Katakuri sees it a second before and dodges it, and then all over again.
So you think Katakuri can't withstand like the Luffy Conqueror's wave or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, but he can see it. He can see it beforehand. Like that would be a dope fight. It's kind of like like the one in Toriko where they like stop fighting their physical fights and they just switch to the mental fight. I don't know
but to me, Conqueror's Haki wouldn't affect him.
Right, that's
he's on a level. Yeah, he was on a level where he's probably done fought mad people with Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah, I don't think he would waver them already. Because like we've seen even Hody Jones, like I mean, he wasn't like shook. He just kind of looked around his body and was like, "Oh shit, the motherfuckers are dropping dead, or motherfuckers are passing out."
Yeah, well, he was okay, bro.
Yeah, he was chilling. If he can chill, Katakuri can definitely chill.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like Katakuri has like a better willpower than Luffy. Well, I shouldn't say that, but like it's one of those things where I feel like if you're scared of him, that's the way it really works. Like if you, I don't know how to put it specifically, but like you have to have something over the other person that you're using it on for it to like even do anything. I don't think Katakuri's, like you said, Katakuri's probably fought people that have had that before.
It would also be nice if like they did switch to a Haki fight, but then he also overpowered them in that aspect.
Yeah, I can see him overpowering him in Conqueror's Haki though. Like I can definitely see that happening.
Like in both Conquerors and Observation, and then also.
I don't know about Observation.
I mean, Katakuri is better in Observation than Luffy.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Like, but the thing about it is, bro, he's not inferior. I think his armament is stronger as well, bro.
Yeah, I
Even
agree.
though Luffy ain't say nothing about it.
I think the
You
only
feel me?
thing Luffy's
I
will be
think
better is his conquerors.
yeah, I think this man Katakuri, like, bro, he is basically showing us what 1 billion level is about, bro. Like, for me to get this bounty, do you know the amount of work I put in, bro? You feel me? That's why, bro. When you like, I'm trying to tell people, bro. Like, to me, bro, it got to make sense how he gets stronger, bro.
Oh, a
It
question
has to
about
make
bounty.
sense.
Did we talk? Has
Go
it
ahead.
been like noted if their bounties are frozen? Are Yonko commanders' bounty frozen or no? Are they able to
I don't
No,
move?
think so.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
nah, I don't think they're frozen. I think they're
That's
able to
what I
move, but it's
remember.
hard
Yeah.
for them to move. Like, bro, think about how hard it is when your bounty is like up there like that, like 900, 800 for
That's what
they
I'm
move
saying.
up.
Like, how often? Like, what there had to be an event or some or like a series of events that led up to that. Because I don't think that Katakuri and like the top guys are actually out there busting a lot of moves these days.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Maybe
really
Jack's people. I can
Nah,
see Jack's people,
Katakuri. Nah,
but
I
I don't
think
see
because
Katakuri like
Katakuri,
leaving the island like that.
nah, he was off on his own. Remember for the wedding, he just got back.
But he was from a different island.
Yeah, they didn't say he was like out of the whole
Like
like.
all they mentioned that Smoothie and him were on different islands.
Yeah, like they are just chilling in their own little little sectors or whatever.
So what did Karakuri do then to gain such a?
I think it's just part
Shit,
of
fuck
like
if I
dealing
know.
with Big Mom doing whatever she was doing and then helping her, kind of like Zoro. Like all the Straw Hats, like they get it solely because they just follow Luffy around and are part
Yeah,
of the
I think as far as the Straw Hat bounties, it's kind of inconsistent. I feel like they should be, at least the side niggas should be a lot higher just by association.
Yeah, I mean like someone like Robin should be like almost the highest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think once we see Big Mom's, hopefully once we see Big Mom's bounty, then we'll kind of know roughly where everything stands in terms of like what they've been doing.
Nah, but then there would be so much more reason for people to go after her if they put her bounty too high.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, ain't nobody fucking with Big Mom. So you think she has a bounty at all? You think it's frozen too, or what? You're just not even saying
Nah,
it.
to me, giving a Yonko a bounty, whatever it is probably frozen because like they're at a supreme point, bro. Like
Yeah, you really can't
there's
get no
nobody
higher
top.
besides Pirate King.
But like, what if,
Yeah,
for
you
instance,
feel me?
Kaido, right? What if Kaido, when he starts the war, like, wouldn't that have to always like increase it? Like, I know what you're saying. Like, you're saying like it's to a point where it doesn't matter if it gets higher because like, let's say it's like 5 billion for some reason, right? Like, people are gonna go after. They're not gonna go after it, which I
Yeah.
don't think anyone would even go after it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the bounty
Yeah,
also
'cause
serves to, aid in the notoriety. Everybody and their mama know who Kaido is.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like,
because
yeah,
that's what I think. Once you get this stamp as a Yonko, like that's like the seal of do not f with that.
it's like when Garp
You
made
feel
the
me?
speech
Like
about the four of them, like he never really mentioned their side people. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it all comes down to what they decide to do with the story. Because I don't know, it'd be cool, I think, just to see like them having a really high bounty. But like obviously, there's not much they can do in the story that would increase it.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
but honestly, bro, if Luffy couldn't take a punch from Katakuri when he did the elephant gun, bro, how the hell is he gonna take a punch from Kaido?
Right. Yeah, that's what blows my mind. Because like look at what Big Mom did. She like one shot him. They just knocked him out Gear 4 instantly, which is probably part of her power, obviously. But like even then, like right when they clashed, like the Gear 4 punch wasn't doing anything to him or her. Sorry.
Yeah, because I say to everyone, I'm like, bro, this man, okay, Whitebeard lived up to the title of strongest man alive, even though he was crippled. You feel me?
Right.
Kaido isn't crippled, bro, and he's the strongest creature, bro. So he's gonna show us what it really would have looked like if some OP nigga was running around busting heads. Cause I think his power is so devastating that he doesn't even need something like the quake no me shit. You feel me? Like he don't need nothing like that, and he's still gonna be breaking.
Like, do you guys think? I mean, like, where did you guys place like Prime Whitebeard versus Kaido? where he is right
That's
now.
what I was gonna ask. I have no idea.
I mean, I think Whitebeard.
Dog, I think that's a good fight, bro. You feel me? Because I can't put him over him. I can't put him over him, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, bro. Like it's like, bro, we don't know enough to speculate. But if we know that Yonkos are all the strongest people on the sea at this point, you feel me? And
Right.
Whitebeard used to be one of them people. Because we don't know how often Whitebeard was getting challenged while he was sick.
I don't. Yeah, and I
I mean,
said
for
don't
the
think it was often when he
yeah,
was
that's what I'm
sick.
saying. Like, bro, he could have been just chilling, bro.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
want to see like Weevil, because I think Weevil, like after what Star said about him being like physically as strong as Whitebeard, will be a good indicator
Yo,
of like.
that's why I keep telling everybody. People don't want to believe me when I'm telling them. I'm like, Weevil is the perfect person to fight. Even if Luffy doesn't win that either, he's still fighting people who's on a level where he needs to get to, so we can see the progression slowly on our way to Wano.
Right.
Because I want him to fight Jack. I want him to fight Weevil. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying, bro? I even want him to fight Marco, bro. Marco is a first division commander, so
Don't say that when chasing. But
he's a person who I would like to see him fight too, because for the
this
simple
is the
fact
way
that
he
like
stands.
you, all right, look, Marco feels like he has nothing to live for now. Like he looked like a sad, gloomy person. You know what I'm saying? When he see Luffy, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the brother of Ace, and this is who Oyaji told me to protect last time we seen him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So then, what if he wants to test Luffy resolve and see if he's worth following or fighting for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, and then he's like, bro, let me see if this guy is really someone who I can get behind, like Pops told me to. Because Marco seems like the type of person who would do that.
Yeah.
Voyage.
Yeah. Like I just want to see like kind of all these different like people basically in the story that Luffy would fight to see where he really does stand with a lot of them. I feel like we
Bro,
kind of know for the Cracker fight now, but I mean,
CGK, bro, thank you, bro, because I don't hear enough people saying they want him to fight these people. Like bro, I want him to fight Weevil. I want him to fight Jack and Marco before he get to Wano. You
Okay,
feel me?
before one, I don't know about that. The thing is, I want him to be able to
Nah,
win, and fight and win. Not only fight, but fight and win. But at one point, I want to be able to say like, you know, we still haven't learned or seen everything from Luffy that he learned during the time skip. But at the same time, if Gear 4 is so incomplete, you know what I'm saying, and he's still using it, like he might not have learned that much. You know, 2 years still might not be that long.
I don't want
Do
to
you
sit on
think?
that
yeah.
forever where we're like, oh, we don't know where he like or
But that's why, hey Trent, bro, you see what I'm saying? He need this battle experience. That's
Yeah,
why to
yeah, for
me
sure.
it would be good if this happens, because bro, like, all right, you see he's getting over, like, to me I don't see him beating Katakuri. I just see him one upping
Yeah, no
him
way.
and getting away. You feel me?
Yeah, I see him.
Like,
Yeah, in a
but
brief
he,
moment, getting to be able to escape.
yeah, like he gonna get an upper hand for a quick second, and then Katakuri's gonna be surprised, even like, oh shoot, where this came from, and he's gonna be able to escape. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to escape,
Yeah,
and then
agreed.
That's something
he
I would
takes,
understand.
yeah, and then he takes what he learns, and then say he's on his way. They leave, they get out of Whole Cake, they're on their way. You feel me? They run into someone like Weevil. You feel me? Matter of fact, not Weevil yet, because to me, when they run into Weevil, it would have to be closer when they're about to run into Nekamushi and with Marco. Because this is what I think. I think that Nekamushi is gonna run into them before they even get to Wano. So Luffy and them is gonna join up, and then we're gonna see a little segment before they even get to Wano.
What's the odds of getting another time skip in the series in general?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna do another time skip, but they might do a little training arc.
the thing is like it does look like I mean for how little I don't say how little like the difference of where
How
they
little we've grown, basically. Yeah, I think we need one as a group.
like if
This
we're
time we had one separated. We need one as a group. I don't see.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, if we're getting to Wano and we're only like this strong, like let's say even if we give Luffy the benefit of the doubt, which he's not, but like if we give him like third commander level and he gets to Wano, and like let's say we complete Wano, Kaido and everyone else, like he gets second commander, like at still way too low for him to fight another Yonko by himself.
At the same time, though, I think the point of this story is to show, like,
Fighting.
you know, obviously it's a shonen. It's just basically to show how though he's not as like, you know, though he's not as lucky as these guys are with the, you know, bigger fruits and all his other powers and shit like that. Like, he's still gonna finesse his victory through all his connections. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the part
Like, he's gonna
the story. Like obviously, Mihawk said at Marineford, like his whole like special ability is him getting friends.
yeah, and we don't even know how Roger did a lot of his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might not have been the strongest out of everybody in the motherfucking
Because check this out, bro.
Go ahead.
If Katakuri is the strongest out of the commanders, right? They got 3 commanders and other strong people there, and none of them want to fight Big Mom, right? None of them want to take her on.
Right.
My whole thing is, bro, Kaido is a savage when it comes to this. So they have to at least be on first division level. Like all the people who's gonna fight him together have to be on that type of level, bro.
Because from what we saw with Jack, bro, like he was fighting people that were pretty damn strong. Like Neko and Enu, I put up on briefly, and like
and then for him to go after Doflamingo, knowing who's guarding him.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, we know that the way that we're gonna defeat Kaido. It's not going to be straight up. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be by like every single person on the island versus him using like everything they can.
Yeah, and even then, he'll die by something, you know, other than a physical force.
That's kind of what I say though in the back of my mind.
I feel like
a small chance with Big Mom joining.
He's gonna I feel like they're gonna cut off Kaido's shadow and have him throw him in the sunlight.
Throw him in the sunlight. That'd be.
Do you think Moria does come back for Kaido's shit?
Oh hell yeah, he's got to.
Yeah,
I'm getting to the point where I can't even see how they gonna confront Kaido, bro. Like they might not even get to Kaido.
He should be able to one shot like them.
Right, we still don't even know if he's really there.
That too, bro. And it seemed like Kaido ready for them. So is he even gonna let them get to him?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be really like Whole Cake where it's a covert operation. They trying to.
I mean, Whole Cake wasn't a covert operation.
He actually wants a war, so he's really about it.
I mean, I don't think Whole Cake counts as a covert operation. They got discovered.
Yeah, but that's what it was supposed to be, though. Double leg. Imagine if they just tried to go through the front door, bro.
That's what they did anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they didn't go
through
through the front
that
door.
anyway.
They snuck their way around and get to the middle of their territory.
Yeah, they didn't even get all the way through the covert though. As soon as the shit
Big
was
Mom knew they was there. Yeah. Big Mom let
they
them
might as
sneak
well.
around
I'm
like
saying
rats.
basically they might as well have come through the front door because the cracker would have came for them anyway.
They went to the front
Big
door,
Mom let them
going through the first island.
but Big Mom let them sneak around like rats, bro. Like she knew they was there.
Like if it would have been all out war like what Wano was supposed to be, they would have been thrashed. If Big Mom would have had all their forces, no, I'm saying it would have been even worse. Is what I'm saying, bro.
But ain't
they would
gonna
have had all
lie,
their forces ready to confront the Straw Hats instead of Big Mom playing with them.
Right, and honestly, I don't think
like Big Mom wasn't playing. That's why she sent. That's why she sent Cracker.
No, but check this out, bro. In that sense, right there, Big Mom was a good leader because she didn't want to startle the people. So where she made them fight, she made them fight in the seducing woods.
She didn't give a fuck about the people, bro.
Come on, bro. Like I said, bro.
Ain't leaving that island. She ain't worried about that shit.
Bro, but this is what I'm trying to say to y'all, bro. You feel me? Even though she's a fucked up person, you feel me? Instead of letting that fight go down like in the town or something where people could get effed up too, where did it happen? It happened in the seducing woods. She
lured. Is the only reason why I think that they could be in an alliance because I feel like he's the only. Because he's not gonna. I feel like for story's sake, he's not gonna ally with Shanks rather, and that's even more proof given by the cover stories that we've gotten with Bart recently. I think Big Mom's the only possible connection as far as at least the Yonko that's right now not trying to kill us currently.
Like that's the thing.
Him allowing with Big Mom would be really disappointing.
I mean,
I wouldn't like it.
Foreshadow for it though, so I
think it'd be the only logical thing as far as any alliance goes with any Yonko.
At this point, I don't see how Big Mom forgives anything they've done, bro.
But that's the thing.
The cake. That's why we got this.
Dog,
cake.
I don't see it either. But you know what I could see? I could see her. Man, I could see the crew losing, bro. And then Luffy having to spin the wheel, and with his luck, it lands on where they get out, bro, scot free.
I don't think they get out though. Like they already said that the wheel
Yeah.
is set up for everybody to die anyway.
Yeah, Jinbe already
Yeah.
said ain't no getting out of that.
Luffy uses Conqueror's Haki to unrig the wheel.
No, but listen, my point is, bro, even though the wheel is set up, bro, it has more negatives on it. It has one thing on there that gets you out of there for free.
Right, I was gonna say I don't
look like
know what
a
that
positive.
is.
It looked like a positive, but we don't even know if that's what it is, though.
Right, refresh my memory because
Huh?
I'm not even sure if I remember.
I said on the wheel, it looked like that might be a positive, but we don't even know if that's really what it is.
Right,
though.
what's that positive though? Is what
Yeah.
I think you're talking about the one with the crown, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about, Wallow?
saw
yeah,
that.
the crown.
We
I saw that
don't
it's taking your
even
head.
know if that's a positive option though. It just looked like it might be a good way out.
No,
but from what we know,
that's what I'm saying. Listen,
every
that's
option
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
wheel
Like,
is bad.
but that's my point, bro. Listen, all right. If you have 99 things on the wheel that are bad, but there's just one good, that's why it's rigged. Would you not say that's rigged?
Yeah, I would say
For
that's
it to be
rigged.
negative.
But what I'm trying to say, I don't think any of those options are good.
He thinks there's 100 bad options.
Yeah, he thinks that crown is not.
All right, all I'm saying is that it's still rigged if there's only one possible good option.
Yeah,
it's still
that's true.
rigged for a negative outcome. But there's one good one, and he just so happily lands on it. You feel me? You feel me? Like we've always been shown that he has the will of D and is lucky and all this stuff. So that would even make more sense.
Yeah, I still don't. I agree. That would make some kind of sense if there is a decent option on the wheel. But I still don't see her being satisfied with that.
That's the thing, though. Like, is there anything that would like save them if like they get the cake? Because like my whole thing, bro, is like they kind of mentioned how like she's gonna chase them around the new world no matter what. And it's like, okay, they make her a cake, she's happy with the cake, but like, bro, they killed some of her people and destroyed her chateau.
She killed some of her people.
I mean, that's true. But,
Yeah, she killed
you know
him.
what I'm saying?
But that goes back into my whole theory with the whole Katakuri loves his family so much, and he hates the fact that Big Mom be around here just killing him.
Right.
You feel me? So and he see the potential in Luffy when he was saying, "I'm gonna go get his head personally myself." It's just saying that he want to get him by himself so he could just train him, tell him what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't
and be like, dog, all right, look, bro.
Get Big Mom off the throne, basically.
And what? Katakuri wants to be Yonko?
Nah. He just wants to protect his siblings. Because remember, he's the second oldest brother, or the second oldest in the family.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I said, I think if there's any Yonko alliance ever, it's gonna be on Big Mom. We're gonna need somebody to back us up for the time being. Maybe not permanently. We also could see if. We also don't know if Big Mom's gonna learn her like past as far as eating mother caramel and shit like that.
Because I always mention like it's called the verse arc. It's not Luffy verse. It's the 4 Yonko verses.
Yeah.
Like that means that there's high potential that Yonkos fight Yonkos.
Yeah, I think Blackbeard fight Shanks.
Yeah, no, I think
Blackbeard
be a thing. But I'm just saying, like, I want. This is more personally what I want. I personally want that, like you just said, Yonko of Shanks versus Blackbeard. But I do also want to see Big Mom versus Kaido, especially after like the whole thing of her mentioning, like beating that thing and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I think that Shanks and the Blackbeard shit doesn't. I don't think they're gonna be involved in that. Like at least to that extent. I think that happens more towards the end, where Luffy has where Luffy ends up getting pissed. But as far as the main Yonko bout, I think it would be more logical for it to be Big Mom and Kaido, and then Navy, Marines, wherever the fuck, and the samurai and all that shit.
Right.
Bro, honestly, bro, if all them people was to show up, bro, like from Big Mom crew, and then like we don't really know about Kaido crew like that, but we know. Because I don't think he has as much OP people like how Big Mom has a lot of strong characters.
I feel like he does though, because
but I think his 3.
I feel like that's the thing.
No, but what I'm saying is I feel like his 3 like main commanders, because not all of them are zones. Because that nigga Scotch is not a zone.
But that's not like a commander. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But from what we understand, it was primarily zones,
but what I'm saying,
or no?
But what I'm saying, all I'm trying to say is that the main, like her main fight or his main fighting force was his calamities. are so damn superior, bro. Like, cause they like they really bought that savage shit and craziness. You feel me? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are with this shit, bro. And they're elite zones. Like they're probably ancient, mythical.
Yeah. I
You
imagine
feel
his
me?
top three being like, yeah, either ancient or mythical or whatever. And I still think his mid to lower tiers are like basic fucking Zoans. Like, I won't say Rob Lucci level,
No,
but
that's why they
fucking,
say they're zombies
pretty
because they
strong.
keep getting back up. Them zones keep getting back up every time they go down.
Yeah, he does
Right.
all,
That's
I
why I
mean,
remember Gecko Moria said they're like zombies too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like the thing too, is like the fact that she had 4 originally and he only had 3 should have been a big like thing for people to like understand that there's difference. Like I
Yeah,
always mention that
like
crews can be equal, but like the quality of Kaido's members probably are farther up
yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think he has like ovens and daifukus and
Right.
capotes and like all
Oof, I
these
don't know.
extra OP people. Like
I mean, to be fair though,
I don't think
the
he has all them
daimios.
extra OP.
The daimios, if they're roughly like, I'm sure Odin's kind of like a specialty, where like he was just above them.
Yeah, he's got to have
Nah, bro.
a
Listen,
mini like group of real
no,
niggas.
but
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is one thing. This is one thing I always try to tell people. Remember, Kaido, like that's not necessarily an allied force. They're just serving him because he's the OP person that's over there.
You talking
It's either
about
you,
He's done with the
what?
yeah,
Who
shogun.
you talking?
the Shogun and them, like, bro, they're
Oh,
just serving him because, like, you know what I'm saying? It's either that or you suffer the Kazuki Odin fate. You
Right.
feel me?
Boiling pot.
It's,
yeah. But I
you
mean,
know what
shit. At
I'm
this
saying?
point, that's still more loyal. They're still gonna show that loyalty when the Straw Hats arrive, for the most part, at least.
Nah, but
And
I agree. I agree. But one thing I try to tell people is that people act like this has been all like he's been aligned with them for the longest. I was like,
yeah,
no,
this.
that he's just occupying Wano right now,
Yeah,
so
it's
they're
a
working for
mutual
him.
So
compromise.
you think? But okay,
Yeah,
do you think that his influence doesn't extend beyond Wano? Like he's got to have. He doesn't have a deep crew. He's got to have some, pretty big connections as far as other alliance
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's
crew.
just
oh no, he has a lot of people who scared of him. So you feel me? Like, bro, remember when all right, Doflamingo alias was Joker who run the underworld, but when you
Yeah.
mentioned Kaido, did you see his face?
yeah, Joker you're talking about? Yeah, no,
That's
he was
my yeah. That's my point. When he heard about Kaido and shit, Jack and them boys, he was like, shit, damn, bro, why y'all brought him up?
Yeah.
yeah, no, like that's the thing though, is this is all my personal opinion, is I personally think that like Kaido's main crew is just like a small select group of people, and that like they're just over like, his top tiers. I'm talking about like all his main calamities and shit are just that much better than all of the other groups, and like they make
Yeah,
up for the less members with
yeah,
higher tier
yeah.
Oh,
members.
okay. Do you
I
think
agree.
Shanks got the weakest fire
Nah,
crew?
dude, best group. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I do like
Yeah, he
Shanks. All
has
right, I like
he.
Finn Beckman too, but
Bro, yeah, you have to remember, like, they fought, bro. Like, Kaido was on his way to go fuck with Whitebeard during Marineford.
No. They didn't fight. They didn't fight, bro. He
They
sat him
mentioned
down with a
that.
cup of sake.
Nah,
As
dude.
we see,
Sorry,
as
like,
we
I could see
listen,
that
as
being,
we
I could see
see,
that being a thing, but like,
bro. This is one thing I'm saying, bro. Kaido's a drinker, bro. So if Shanks pull up on him with that good booze, bro, he
yeah,
gonna be
hey,
like,
that's for real though.
man,
That's
what
for
you?
real though.
All right, bro. Let me hear you out, bro. Let me hear you out real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then see what he talking about. If he feeling it, then he'll be like, all right, bro, we got to compromise. But if what you promised me don't come true, then I'm coming for you.
yeah, no, I always feel like his promise was Luffy, and like saying that there's a person that's gonna be equivalent to Whitebeard, but down the line. That's how I
You
feel.
said it was
Mm-hmm.
what?
I think it's Luffy. I think because like think of it, when he saw Luffy's poster, it's kind of like he got super triggered. He's like, fuck this. Like this guy, like specifically Luffy, kind of. That's how I
And
see
bro,
it.
and listen, bro. One thing a lot of people forget, bro, is everybody already knows about the straw hat, bro.
Right.
Everyone know Goldie Roger had it. Everyone knows Shanks had it. You feel me? So as soon as he probably showed him the poster, Kaido was like, oi.
Uh,
Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
this
who this
Mugiwara?
nigga?
because if they're a grain of sand to like Big Mom and like Kaido and the Yonkers right now, like imagine at that time like Kaido's like, okay, like you're retarded, because like bro, like look how weak this Straw Hat Kid is. But then like that down the line, like he's like, nah, trust me, kind of a thing. Like,
bro. Because one thing that I try to tell people every time. If you look at Goldie crew, if you look at Shanks crew, and you look at Luffy crew, what's the three similarities about the captains?
They all
they're
suck.
all favored by the crew.
They're all goofy as hell, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shanks. Don't get me wrong. Shanks gets serious when it's time to get serious.
Oh yeah, but no, he took a bomb.
You feel me?
And didn't do anything about it.
But remember him in East Blue when he was laughing and playing in the bar, bro, like an idiot.
Yep.
Remember when Goldie Roger first walked up on Rayleigh? How he was, you feel me? Same type of Luffy shit.
Right.
They all the same, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's why I was mentioned, bro. Like when I talked about like Ben Beckman being OP, like I think it's fair to agree that like Ben Beckman or goddamn it, Zoro and Killer are like very unique among the crews.
Is it Zoro and who really?
Killer.
Zoro and Killer, bro.
Like, they are those people that like I wouldn't be surprised if they could fight on par with a lot of these
CGK, remember? You remember when me and you was talking about it? I think we was in the VC, bro, and I was like, bro. Remember, like people be sleep on the first mate. Like when you look at Rayleigh and you look at Ben Beckman, they're comparable to their captains, bro. Like you feel me? They're on the same level or somewhere around it. You feel me?
That, like, like if someone were if Luffy were to fight someone, like he's stronger than Zoro, but only by a small percentage, in my opinion. Like it's like by 10%. Like it's
because
like Zoro could fill in that spot. Like look at right now, bro. Like that's why like when Zoro went to Wano, like Luffy entrusted him with rounding up all the samurai. He's like, yeah, like go do your thing, kind of thing.
Also, that's why he said he would that Luffy better had Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
Zoro does have
like that should be a thing that like if people think that like okay, like there's no way Zoro has it, but we haven't seen it. Like we didn't see it with Ben Beckman.
Bro.
He has it though. We
kind of low key. I won't say low key, but I feel like we did see it in Saboidi when he made those guys run away.
Oh, yeah. But I mean that's
off of intimidation.
I don't know. Like I think people like sleep on a lot of these like specific characters in the show that like they're just that damn broken. I feel like.
Yeah, because I think there's two forms of Conqueror's Haki, bro. Like one is the fear intimidation aspect of it, and the other one is the like Conquerors itself, like where they're just knocking people out, bro. You feel me? But in a sense, bro, like
you think eventually Zoro can knock out a controlled range amount of people? I think so, because I mean, shit, Rayleigh could.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then like the epithet, bro. You got one person on the crew called the Pirate King, and then you got the other one, which is his first mate, called the Dark King.
Yeah.
Like, bro, remember what they said about that. These people are all kings on the sea. It's just about who has a conqueror, who's gonna conquer the other. And if there's two people on the same crew with the epithet of kings, then they're both beasts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then you feel me? And I don't understand how people don't even realize that. Because remember what Rayleigh, remember what he said to Gold D when he first walked up to him? Gold D said, "Do you want to join my crew, bro?" And then he was like, "Man, all right, man, I'll go on an adventure with you, but if you get in my way, bro, I'll fuck you up." Basically.
Yep.
He said that from day one, bro. Rayleigh wasn't no joke.
Yeah.
And what's that? What's the same thing? Zoro said the same thing to Luffy, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
And I agree 100% on that. Like I think that should have been like a wake up call for people to see like these characters. They have their own sub goals, which is why I mentioned like certain characters probably don't have conquerors where other people do. Like only because like Zoro has a high tier goal. Like he wants to be the top of the swordsman. I don't know. That's just
okay. So what does best chef count as? Does best chef aspirations count as conqueror type of qualify?
I mean, I kind of agree. Like that's what I was mentioning earlier in the stream. Like even though it's like people don't want to see it, I think it's still a thing in the show that like. He mentioned like Strusen being the head chef, and like this is a cooking crew, and yet Sanji was apparently better than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He put them feet on him today for that cooking, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I read it at first, I had like stopped. I was like, wait, how the fuck does he? You know what I'm saying? Is he fucking knowing these ingredients, and these supposed to be some like ancient specialized shit.
Yeah.
But he just got that. He just had that training, I guess. You know.
That boy said, "I smelt the ingredients, so I knew what it was."
Man, that was some bullshit.
Okay,
I can't get over that.
And then remember, he said he just drew it. Like when he was wrapped up inside of the freaking carpet, he just drew it. I'm like, bro, this man is OP when it comes to cooking.
Yeah, no, that's the thing though. Like that's his main like trait among the crew. It'd be like if we saw like Zoro like being better than us, that's kind of like the thing. Like that's why Luffy wanted him in the crew was his cooking skills. Then obviously he was good at fighting. Sanji. I was saying that like he wanted him in the crew because he was good at cooking. But I don't know. It all depends on like what people want to see in the story. Like I get that that's not like a fun thing to see. Like I don't want to see an entire chapter fucking baking a cake. But
hell no. but honestly, we know someone coming to crash that whole cooking thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I would feel better about the cooking if it wasn't supposed to be like the climax of the arc.
Yeah.
Like I'd be fine. I'd be fine with it.
Cool.
I would be fine with it if it wasn't supposed to be like the resolution to a big problem. That's why it's just like, what? This is really lame for it to be like, that.
Right.
That's my main problem. It's not that he's cooking or anything like that. I just want to clear that up. But you said you thought someone was going to interrupt it. Well, you muted yourself.
Oh well,
yeah. What I think is because they specifically said don't let no one enter. You feel me? So I guess someone is coming there to interrupt that.
Right.
It was like we can't let no one get a peek, but they were basically saying that because they know they got Sanji in there and all them. You feel me?
And
so someone's gonna come over there, which I think is gonna be Daifuku.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like even if it's someone like let's say like it could be anyone, but let's basically say like down the line like they make Big Mom all happy, whatever, right? But then they find out that like Pudding basically in a sense betrayed them by going with Chiffon and Sanji. Like that's another reason why I say like I think she has to like join the crew, bro. I think it's already there, especially.
I don't think she's gonna join the crew.
I don't know, man.
Bro, I would hate if she joins the crew.
I wouldn't hate it. I just don't think she would.
She's just too much of an annoying character, bro. Like, it's annoying.
Look at I mentioned it before, did I not? That this was gonna be her quirk, and we see it this chapter. That her and Sanji are gonna have a thing together. And when
I thought you were just saying that stuff to piss off Nikki. You were serious?
No, I was being legit serious, bro. Like, if you look at it, every single member in the crew has a quirk. When they're like in the crew talking to each
Zoro
other.
doesn't have a quirk.
His is getting lost, and
no, that's not a quirk. That's just an actual weakness.
But you, but you know what I mean. Like then, like his whole quirk, like when they're talking, is like him arguing with Sanji about the rivalry and stuff like that, or joking to Luffy about like basically killing him every time Skip that Luffy would come rocket him away. But yeah, no, I mean like they all have like their quirk when they're talking to each other, interacting with each other, and like this is now Sanji's like is filled where like Pudding likes that Sanji talks to her like that, but then the evil Pudding comes out and like tries to like do stupid shit to him. I love the part that where she.
All right, let's talk about her power level though. You guys think she's strong? I think she's okay.
The Haki ladle.
Who?
Haki ladle Pudding.
Man, this shit trash.
Are you sure, man? I feel like she could fuck somebody up. She fucked Reiju up.
No, bro, she has Haki and
what?
Don't.
She shot Reiju. That's it, bro.
I mean that counts.
Yeah.
I
mean, she got pimp slapped by Daifuku.
I mean, she let that happen. She didn't expect Daifuku to.
No.
She was on Daifuku's side at the time. She got snuck. She got
snuck. She was begging Daifuku. No, wait, I'll do it. And then he was like, man, sorry, hope.
Nah, he was like, hold on, chill, don't worry, I'll take care of something. Then she got stuck.
Yeah.
And he wasn't fine. She had not a single mark on her. Like
he didn't say.
She take the Daifuku attack.
He didn't say any. Nah, wait, chill. I got it. Nah, he said she slapped her and told her to get the hell out of the way. I got this.
Okay, so maybe she's not as strong as Daifuku, but she's pretty okay.
Bruh, she ain't ready for Daifuku. I'm gonna tell you that. And you see how fast he be rubbing. No, listen. You see how fast he be rubbing himself. He be rubbing himself fast as hell. So, bro, when he come with that backhand motion, that bit comes swift.
Yeah, Pudding got snuck.
You see how fast he be rubbing his belly. You feel me? He be
Hey,
moving
Chris,
his hand
you
fast as
agree?
hell.
You
So when
agree
he,
that pudding got snuck, right?
Oh yeah.
nah,
Like
hell
that,
no, man, y'all tripping.
Devil Leg were fighting you, and then Devil Leg's like, I got this, and I just kicked Devil Leg over him. Like,
Exactly.
No, bruh. He was walking up to go deal with Sanji, and then she got in the way, and then he smacked the life out of her.
man, if you're playing a game and like your teammate runs in front of you, and you're like, get out of the way, and you shoot them instead of telling them to get out of the way. Like, you can't
No, it's more more like bruh, we're in the middle of the war and you're trying to distract me. So then then I grab you and I punch you in your face like sit down.
I don't know.
Move, soldier.
But like, and you can tell them to sit down, but like if you punch them and then you tell them to sit down, that's a different story.
No, he did it right in front of her. She knew that slap was coming.
No,
remember she's a 3-eye.
She does have observation hockey. Army hockey. She put the army hockey on her ladle though.
Yeah.
This nigga said, remember, she's a 3-eye. That shit was hilarious.
Bruh, you feel me? She still got the life slapped out of that. That's it at the end of the story.
She know
Big
Reiju, and
Dafuku.
Reiju was hanging with sweet commanders. Come on.
For real, dude. No,
Sweet
she
generation.
tanked Prometheus.
Listen, bro, that big dog Fuku, he don't play them games, bro.
I mean, we're about to find out when Sanji beats him, aren't we?
No. If Daifuku comes in, Pudding's
why
gonna
do we
hit him with a
think
hockey
that
covered
Daifuku-
ladle.
Why do we think that Daifuku was important enough to face Sanji?
Because he beat
What? Because he had the man head in the dirt?
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying, I'm like, okay.
He was stepping on Sanji. Like
he was.
This-
with his foot.
Okay, personally, I'm saying this assuming that you got, so it's still gonna, by the end of the story, it still should be Sanji, Luffy 3 type thing.
Wait, Sanji what?
With Daifuku not,
Big monster trio, that was
The monster trios, Zoro, and then Usopp, right? Like,
all right, but listen, this is what I'm. All right, let me just say because I know.
Do you think that Daifuku should? Go ahead.
I know what you're about to say, so let me just give you the direct answer straight to that. See, Luffy made gains this chapter. First, he fought Cracker, then he fought the Enraged Army, and now he's fighting Katakuri.
You got wrecked
Who
by
the
all three.
hell? All right, wait, before you say anything, troll leg. Who the
That was a
hell
good
did
troll.
Sanji fight so far? Sanji just got raped by Daifuku, bro. He had his face in the dirt with his behind up in the air, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
So should he handle Daifuku level? What different level?
So to me, the answer to it is he has to make gains himself to prove that he's on those higher tier levels. He has to beat Daifuku first and foremost to get him out of the picture. Like, okay, now, yeah, I'm ready for the next stage. Luffy took out Cracker. I'm ready for the next stage.
No,
Got
come on. He
thrashed by
didn't
the
take
Enraged
out
Army.
Cracker.
All right, who laid the finishing blow?
Listen, the
He
building blazed.
took
The building blazed.
took
Oh, bro.
he
Cracker's
took
a
out
beast.
Cracker. He took out Cracker.
Cracker took out
Cracker's a
himself,
monster.
bro. Cracker knocked himself out. He tripped
Oh my god, bro.
into Luffy's stomach.
See, this is why you're an idiot. No,
No. It's just you're trying to play my dude Cracker.
oh my god, bro. Cracker's a monster, bro. But Luffy took him out at the end of the day. He finished him off. It don't matter if he got help. He
over
finished
Cracker.
him off. But he's
I don't
still a
even talk about
monster. Don't get me wrong. But Sanji, he ain't make no games yet, bro. He ain't do nothing. He gotta get
Sanji
through
needs to be able
Daifuku.
to beat a if Zoro is arguably
you cut out what you say? If Zoro's what?
going to fight fucking Jack. Nobody.
I don't think he's gonna fight Jack.
Smoothie.
I don't think Zoro's gonna fight Jack.
See, I don't think so either. Because I think that he's the third commander, and I think Zoro's the Shogun. Like, dude, it would be like this is my opinion, but it'd be dumb if he fought Shogun or Jack. And then
Man, bro, listen, bro. Zoro and Killer are gonna fight the Shogun.
Yeah, no, dude. I think there's gonna be a straight up team of swordsmen. Like you're gonna have Killer, I think Mr. One's gonna be there, but like Killer, Mr. One, you're gonna have like Brook, like all the swordsmen type people. They're gonna all like team up and go and take on all the daimyos and shit. That's how I feel, at least. Because I feel it only makes too much sense that they're gonna have to like split up into teams and get there. I think it's gonna be like Kinemon and Aizo on Zoro with Zoro's team, and Zoro's gonna be leading it.
Yeah, you feel me? That's why, bro. But you feel me? Like with the whole, bro, like Killer, bro. Like people sleep on the Massacre Soldier.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, bro? The man is out here, bro, and they're gonna respect him sooner or later.
Hopefully, right? Because like, dude, he's
It's
only
just, bro, like
his rank alone should like say something about him. Like he's the only other character that's a first commander that's a supernova. Like, how do people not get
yeah,
that?
like so for people to not think that he's on some type of level of Zoro, I don't understand it. But anyhow, like you know what we was talking about earlier, bro? We was talking about how I feel like Oda be wasting time. Like you remember when before he was doing the Grand Fleet and the cover pages?
Right.
I feel like he needs to use it to use newspapers to progress the fucking the story, bro. Like make other people get gains, bro. Like the only people who are moving is like in the world is the Straw Hats.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
No one else.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all the other characters probably have their own like side things going on, but obviously right now, like half of the supernovas are either like MIA or they're with Kaido in his prison cell.
Yeah, but see, nah, the thing is, like, they make games.
I'm making with
we don't
that,
hear, about, we just don't know about them.
But that's what I'm saying. The point I'm making with that is put in the newspaper, like, oh, Killer, or be like, the kid pirates took out what used to be a supernova from 3 years ago, who was so and so, so and so, so and so. Like, you feel me? Something like along them lines.
Right.
Like, so we see people actually doing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they're doing stuff.
What do you guys think of the cover page?
I thought that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I thought it was
Man, that bitch had all them husbands, bro.
Yeah, how'd she get the first one?
She got a reverse harem.
She was turning into Big Mom.
Well, at least we know how that shit works now. Like,
Oh shoot!
Have to beat up your husbands to get the husbands to come.
Hey, what she is she big swole though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. She looked like she was about Trent size.
That's hilarious.
That bitch was swole, boy.
I love how she had like a crap. Was it like 25 husbands she had, and that was gonna be the 26. That's so stupid.
Yeah, she was catching all types of cock.
Yeah, that's all type of disgusting. Bitch, that bitch did nasty.
Did you the best one? If you look at the page, look at the guy on the left, and the sunglasses, and he's crying. I didn't catch that first. I looked back at it. The guy.
Bro, you ain't see the Sanji looking nigga who was lighting up the cigarette?
Yeah, I thought that was Sanji at first. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's gonna be Sanji soon.
Nah, bro.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Ivankov already has that right.
Oh no.
You gotta beat Ivankov and Caroline to get to Sanji.
Hey man, so
oh yeah,
Bart shit makes us fight the redhead pirates soon. You know what I'm saying? Or like causes
more Bart than them.
At least a meeting where like Luffy's got to be like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, say that part again. I didn't really catch that.
Like, do you think that like when Luffy gets hip to what's going on with Bart and like how he did Shanks, like you think Shanks is gonna bring that shit to Luffy? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, bro.
I think Rockstar's gonna get sent and like they're gonna like fight.
Bro, I don't even think Shanks give a damn, bro. Like,
no, bro. That's definitely gonna play out because I think we talked about betrayals, and I think that Bart's gonna betray Luffy, just because
hell no.
That's
that boy's sucking mad. I'm telling you, mad Luffy nuts.
I'm telling you, that's the most unexpected. It's the most unexpected thing. But anybody who is riding Luffy's dick that hard knows not to fuck with anything Shanks touches.
I don't think they would know.
I mean, yeah, as I said, do they even really? I feel like no one really knows about the Shanks relationship, bro.
They really shouldn't. I mean,
there's no indicator in the story, like outside of us readers, to know about it.
Bart knows a lot more than a lot of niggas know about.
Oh, I know for sure. Like though that Bart's had that.
He didn't know about Skypiea, so he only knows what the world knows.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I'm sorry, Chris. I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're good. But Bart has a little like case with all the stickers in it. He's had that. That was his like case that was covered with the "Do not touch and danger to those who touch die" sign on it in Dressrosa. Like when we first see him, like you see the case in the manga next to him. That's what he brings that shit around with him. Like everywhere he goes, I'm pretty sure he does that. Like what we saw on the cover page. Like he's like, oh, here you go. Like,
Mark.
whether you want to or not, kind of thing. But no, I do. Like, I think we will get some.
Mark my
We'll
words.
see. I think this can be more so kid.
I think
You cut out.
I just have an idea.
Is he cutting out for you guys?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's cutting out. You cutting out, Trent?
Try to say what you're gonna say again.
Nah, I was saying, bro. I feel like that's a more outside the box type thinking. You feel me?
You know, it would be interesting. I just feel like it'd be. I don't say it'd be like weird or anything.
Yeah,
like it could be. Obviously, it's a world of pirates. Like that's how it technically should be. Kind of, but we can.
Yeah, you still cutting out. Yeah, you still cutting out.
Hey, wait. What if they started a coalition against Kaido with like all the supernovas?
Ooh.
I mean, that's what they're gonna do, bro. Like they have to do that. There's
What
literally,
the fuck?
there's literally no other way that they're gonna beat him.
Bro, I told you, bro. It's got to be the Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers!
No, dude, I'm telling you, Big Emperor.
That's the only way they could
how
beat
they're
them.
Gonna do it. People think I'm joking, but I think that's gonna be the way they're taking down Kaido. Big Emperor's coming. They got Carrot finally, and like think about it.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I can't remember what the fuck I was saying, but I do just think that that's gonna happen, man, or some type of beef is going. I think they have to address it. You know what I'm saying? Not full betrayal, but I think the the Red Hair Pirates got to address the beef, because all they gonna know is there's a Straw Hat flag on there. I don't think they're gonna know who specifically.
Don't give a shit, bro. He'd probably laugh at that. He'd be like, "Damn, like someone's out here."
Nah, I don't think. I don't think Shanks just takes territories for no reason. I think he has businesses going on.
Yeah.
I think it's
damage
that
he does
to protect them.
Hey man, he want Luffy to become a great pirate. This is them steps.
No, for real.
Off territory.
And plus, what if it's like Shanks, like the people like report it, but it doesn't even get up to Shanks because it's not that important. Like it just goes up to like someone who doesn't even know about Luffy.
I mean, that's
right, but if going, then they're gonna bang with the Straw Hats if they don't know about Luffy. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I could agree when you said like when he was saying like Rockstar would go handle the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like send a new nigga.
Some of those people know at least a chunk about the whole backstory with Luffy. I feel like just some of them should know.
Yeah, at least a lot of the red hairs. Okay, let's say one of the red hairs does approach Bart,
right?
And it's just like we cool with him, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for face value and just be like, all right, or is he just gonna be like, fuck you, I'm gonna keep burning your city down until Luffy says otherwise?
Right. Yeah, no, like, I think it's possible that like someone I'm more so on the fact that Shanks is gonna be the Grand Fleet's eventually gonna like use the cover stories to get to Luffy. Like it's gonna be like, okay, it's not an asshole when they show up. We kind of knew roughly what they were doing prior to them showing up. That's kind of how I see Oda doing it.
You talking about these cover stories?
Yeah, I think the cover stories are like away from Oda the bridge, like what's gonna happen in Wano. Because I don't think they're showing up right away. Because like so far it seems like they're not mentioning in their whole like takedown Kaido plan the Grand Fleet. So I think that's part of it. Is like they're gonna be the people like show
I agree with you there. I just think that there's no other reason to show us fucking with Shanks' crew, because we every reader knows that's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one nigga shit that we not supposed to fuck with.
Nah, to me that's the nigga you is supposed to fuck with. This nigga don't want to see you till you become a good pirate. Then now he know you got lackeys out here who pushing the point.
Yeah, but I mean that sets up okay. Then at that point, it's either Shanks goes ahead and either has a conversation with Luffy and sees where is his head at, or they just go straight to banging with Luffy. But I think when Luffy finds out about it, he'll be pissed at Bart. You know what I'm saying? I think that Luffy will be like, yo, because you already know how Luffy is. Luffy will punch his own mama. He don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck up, he's gonna let you know, and that could be fucking detrimental.
But he want to fight Shanks himself.
You're right, exactly. But under his terms, he didn't say he don't want you fucking with his. You know what I'm saying? Everything is on Luffy's go. You know, if Luffy ain't, if Luffy's not giving the green light, I don't think he's gonna rock with it. He'll probably punch Bart, and then he'll be like, "Yo, I'm not really that pissed, but don't be doing that kind of shit." And then Bart can fuck around and get in his emotions, and then betray.
I mean, at the same time,
that's headcanon.
No, I know. But at the same time, like, remember, like when Frankie said that he was going to do it either way, like he was going to go save the Tontadas whether Luffy even though okay or not. He was just telling Luffy. So I mean, I think there's an extent where like Luffy has like, okay, you can do this and this as long as it's for a good reason, but at the same time, like if I say no, it means no. So like,
but you already know he gets that kind of gay smile when anybody mentions Shanks, you know.
Right.
Like he's like, he's like, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, oh yeah, that's my nigga for sure. But
really
but yeah, with things like that, things like the Tontadas, he's like, yeah, go ahead, that's really whatever, because he doesn't have no like relation with them. I think Shanks is like, if there's like 3 people that only he wants to, handle himself, Shanks is one of them.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, but that's that's why when I be trying to tell people I need some action, bro. I need Luffy to show me why he deserves to be able to go fight a nigga like Kaido, bro. Like, who the hell gave you? Yeah, like who gave you the right to say you want to challenge something like that, bro? Like, Big Mom even said it. She was like, "You lot cannot take that thing down." I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? She know from firsthand experience that shit is no joke, bro. You feel me? Even though she probably already beat him, bro. You feel me? Like, or subdued him. You feel me? But one thing about Kaido is I don't see him walking around with his crew on his back all day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They all do their own thing. It's just
like
a group.
They're just all beasts. Yeah.
Like, I feel like Jack doing whatever the fuck Jack wants to do. Like, as long as he succeeds, like, I don't think Kyle gives a shit. That's why, like, dude, I really want to see the first commander there, because I personally would put him up there in terms of like being next to Ben Beckman. Because, bro, like, generally we've noticed that like the first commander of each of the like the crazy head people, like Eustace, Luffy, all of them, they're usually reasonable, like level-headed people. And could you imagine the person that has to be like the dude that pulls the reins on Kaido? Like the dude who tells Kaido, like, yeah, we're not gonna go like 1v Marine forward. Like, I'm not gonna let you go by yourself, kind of thing. Like, that's his first commander. I can only imagine how strong this person is. Like, I wouldn't mind personally. Like, I know it's not probably gonna happen because the story has to eventually go somewhere, but like, I would almost Kaido arc to end them completely, because like that's how it seems like this arc's kind of leaning towards. But like, obviously, Luffy and the group probably are gonna get away. Like, I want them to kind of have that, like, okay, now we know where like the new world is in terms of like, all the different tiers.
What if that nigga got the mythical zone vampire fruit, nigga?
The only thing about that, see, like, I remember people talked about that. The only reason that he can't have it is because Oda checked off on Red World, which is a video game.
Hey guys,
the main villain have the vampire fruit. What were you gonna say though?
Hey guys, I just got in this gym, man. Let me, I'm gonna shake up out of here. If y'all are still on, I'll let y'all later.
Thanks for coming.
All right, man. Peace.
Right, yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Peace.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, no, like that dude in the Red World game had the vampire fruit. But no, that was sick. I was kind of hoping for that, bro. Like, I just want to see, like, I don't know, like, what fruits do you guys think of for like Zoan, for like top, like that they would have, like the first and second guy?
Oh, what kind of zones? Maybe a bad zone. Maybe one of them has a paramecia just to throw things off.
That'd be so weird to me. Like, I wouldn't be. I mean, I kind of want them because I do.
Like they have like all zones, and then like one of them has like the copy food or some bullshit. You're like, what the hell?
Just copies all the other zones. The mythical cat lady zone, but yeah, no, like I want to see like what the queen, assuming the queen's a female, which hopefully is. No funk stuff going on, but yeah, I want to see what that's gonna be about.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, the little female that was on Jack crew was a little bad looking shit, bro. I was like,
yeah.
Listen, what if they look like the Chimera ants?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, dude,
that could be one. That could be one of Chimera.
Miriam was pretty OP. Yeah, like I think like we're gonna get like a griffin fruit for the first guy, because like I was just looking at, like, I did a video I think on Outer Haven a long time ago, like 7 months ago, that where I was like just kind of theorizing like the top tier like mythical fruits, and like the only ones that like stuck out to me were like the Tengu, because Usopp, if he fights one of them, that'd be funny as shit to see. And like the what's
I have no idea what a Tengu is.
It's like the
hey, I thought I was the old.
I was like, what the hell?
Tengu has like a well-known story called
like a Japanese type of demon or creature.
It basically means that it takes little kids and like it can.
Oh, bro, yeah, they had them shits in.
So it's
pretty for real, pretty much. Yeah, and that's what Tengu is. And like Kinemon mentions that like they like they have stories in Wano about Tenkus, and I was thinking like, okay, like maybe that's a possibility. Then like a Griffin were the only two big ones that stuck with me because like a Griffin's kind of like the whole like idea of pride, and like it was like the main mythical beast that exists in like a lot of cultures as like kind of like how lions are the kings of the jungle. It's like the king of the air, and I always thought like Jack would be the king of the sea, and then you'd have like king of the sky and king of land or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be crazy just to see like what mythical beasts are. Because bro, like I know Steve knows like Burning Blood. Like once all these characters come into there, like that shit's gonna be so hype. See all these top tier fucking
Man, bro, I
characters.
just don't. I just hate, bro, because niggas don't be putting enough respect on Kaido, bro. All first thing you hear when you hear niggas talk about he lost 7 times.
Yeah.
I mean, the 7 times losses isn't really that big of a deal.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, yo, yesterday I
we're
pointed out
agreeing,
that
we're agreeing.
Zoro already got like 6 L's, bro. Like, come on. And niggas still riding nuts.
I mean, I see it as like those L's were probably like from what we've seen in the story from him. Like those L's were probably him like showing up to like a marine base by himself. Like,
Bro, and yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, yo, and then they wanted to hard down argue with me. I told him, bro, he's a bipolar drunk. He was probably drunk and turned himself in to see if people could kill him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
You can't, yeah, nigga, you can't. Like, bro, I was like, how can you argue against a point like that? I could understand if you say, well, yeah, it's possible, but we don't know.
Right.
That's all you could say against something like that, bro. Because as we see, he's pretty damn crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like he's one of the characters that like it's good. I think it's gonna be more of a comedic thing when he shows up, because it seems to me that like
yeah, because we see big
Whitebeard to kill him, but like now that Whitebeard's dead, it's like, oh well, there's no one respectable enough to kill me, so like let's start a war and see what happens. That's why dude, it's even crazier.
Yeah, because he knows.
Like,
hey, do you guys think Kaido's going down in Wano?
I'm half and half. Like he should, in my opinion, for everything that we've seen so far of like Big Mom, and Big Mom seems to like have high respect for him. I feel like there should be no way for him to go down, but this is One Piece and the story.
It should be no way. So, yeah, and plus it's gonna be a whole power.
What if they do something cheap like put itching powder in his underwear?
Itching powder in his underwear.
Bro, you're gonna have a whole lot of people fighting him at one time, bro. Like, and then I see a situation where Gecko Moria uses Shadow Asgard for Luffy and give Luffy like 1,000 strong top tier niggas shadows, and then his Nightmare Luffy Gear 4 mode is like on some god shit, bro. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not sure. I don't like that. I don't know.
Man, that would be dope, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, my whole thing, bro, about like him like losing though is from what we've seen, bro. Like Jack fought for like what 6 days, and he was seemingly still good to go. So like, how is like this dude who's above Jack, probably by a lot, gonna be the guy who like loses in however many days Wano takes? Like in my opinion, if Admiral's been fighting for 10 days,
but not only that,
yeah.
My point is if the supernovas are around anywhere near Luffy's level, how the hell can they pull it off? Because they're bro, when you fighting a dude like Katakuri, he's getting bodied on another. Like, this is the bodying of bodied. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like this, bro. He's getting thrashed with his own shit, bro. This man isn't even fighting you for real.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Is like if these admirals are fighting people like another admiral, so like they're fighting like 100% the entire time, or they should be, and they're going for 10 days straight. Bro, like how's Kaido, who's going to be fighting people weaker than him? I don't care how many there are, but there's people weaker than him. How is he going to lose in less than 10 days if they're fighting from start to finish?
You underestimate the power of Luffy and shit, man.
You mean the will of plot, bro? Like,
no, not even the plot. Just him conquers Haki, punch, boom. How much weight behind it,
bro? It ain't got enough weight to push Katakuri back, bro. So what the hell?
No,
like Luffy hasn't used Conqueror's Haki this entire arc, and it's pissed me off. But he hasn't used it.
Like we still don't even know the full capabilities of that shit, bro. Because
it's gonna be explored at some point. Might as well do it now,
bro.
Right?
But Devil, like, for all we know, when their fists clash with the elephant gun, that could have been Conqueror's Haki right there, bro.
I feel like it would have been elaborate. We don't know. They would have been like, Master Katakuri's using his Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, we don't know, bro.
There should be no way that these kids.
Now they always make it clear when they're like clashing with Conqueror's Haki.
Because No, they just made it clear when Don Chinjao, because Don Chinjao was talking about Conqueror's Haki. So
They made clear with Doflamingo
when he
too.
was punching,
They had
well,
treble, like, oh
because
my
yeah,
god,
they
King, like Haki the Supreme King or whatever. He
so
has it too.
no, but that's what I'm saying. We don't need to hear no more after we heard it the first 2 times. We're like enough. You feel me? Like we just see it and we see it.
Yeah, but we can't see it.
I don't know, man. I just
Because
feel
when Big Mom was screaming, like we knew we knew what time it was.
oh, it's so weird. They had that fucking earplugs of Mochi.
The god of Mochi, bro. You feel me? This nigga is a beast.
Since we're talking about Yonkos, like I know, like I signed the Lucid the other day about it, and we're just kind of going back and forth of like Shanks and like specifically like I'd assume that he has to have allies, which I think that's a fair statement. But like, how strong are these allies? Because in the series so far, like, what would you guys classify Big Mom's allies as, if we've even seen any? Like people outside our crews.
And her allies is her whole family, bro.
So like you're like Daifuku and then would be allies versus her crew, or like what would you guys say?
Yeah, like cause like all right, her sweet commanders is her main fighting crew, and then like all the other people are just you would consider those as her allies, but they all strong as hell, bro. You feel me?
Right. Because like it's just so weird. Because like I'm thinking like an ally to me would be like Shogun, right? Like I think that's a fair thing to say. Because like he's not the crew, but he's an ally.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like Big Mom, like I feel like she has more than what we've seen, but I could be wrong about that. But like Shanks, I just don't know like who he would
Yeah, I
have.
mean she got connections in the underworld. You got people like Stussy in there coming through.
Right.
Don Peclo, you feel me?
Yeah, like
man, I want to see what the hell these underworld niggas about, bro. Like, bro, the fuck, bro. How you gonna bring them in and then not show nothing about these niggas?
An entire arc about them, to be honest. Like that'd been so cool, like an underground arc. But I guess probably not what it seems like so far.
Nigga be on some weak ass shit sometimes. Oda needs his ass beat.
He just needs more, dude. He needs to sleep for like hours. They need to get like some fucking NyQuil for this dude and just put him to sleep every couple of hours.
Yeah, drug his ass. Tranquilize him, nigga. Oh.
Stop writing Oda. But no, yeah, like I don't know, because like this story, dude, I just like it's so weird to think that like in terms of where Luffy is right now, that like he's eventually gonna have to get to that point where he's fighting Yonko's 1v1, assumingly.
I assume he's never gonna get to that point,
bro. That's my point, bro. Like I'm like, what are we gonna Power Ranger this shit all the way till he get to Blackbeard and Shanks and shit? Like he gonna take a Big Mom Power Ranger style too?
Right.
He's not taking out Kaido. He's not taking out Big Mom. It's just never gonna happen. The focus of the story is just gonna shift after the Versus 4 Emperors arc. I promise you. Because like they already got Big Mom's poneglyph, right? They have no reason to fight her anymore after that. And then they're gonna have like Kaido's
back, bro.
They have no reason, but Luffy wants to fight her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Luffy wants to do a lot of shit, but he never gets around to it, right? He's gonna take Kaido's poneglyph probably not gonna beat Kaido, and then the story's gonna shift, so they're gonna be like, well, fuck those guys, they're not important anymore.
Alright, Angie. Yeah, but man, niggas are waiting to see what the hell this bit be about, bro. I'm pretty sure, bro. That you feel me, Luffy finna go back and fight her. Just don't know how that's gonna play. Or she's gonna come out and chase him down and fight him, something along them lines.
Yeah, I just don't see how these people are gonna fight these Yonkos in the next arc, or even the commanders, bro. Because like, if Luffy's not fighting third commander level people and like winning 1v1, bro, like how is Zoro and them gonna do it?
My point exactly. That's why not only do they need a training montage, like a little training arc segment when they get to Wano. You feel me? But that's why I would like to see someone like Marco challenge him to see where he stands. And Marco be like, nah, bro, you're not ready yet.
The solution, I feel like the solution is just to fight weaker people, like make someone else the antagonist that isn't Kaido and Big Mom. You know?
But yo, when I say that double leg, why people have a problem with me saying fight Jack? I want him to fight Weevil. I want him to fight Marco before we get to Wano. They have a problem with me saying that.
That's only because that like Oda said Wano starting this year. But I mean, I can agree with you because like it's no fun really when you see Luffy fighting Big Mom. You're like, okay, this isn't gonna be a fight.
Yeah, like what type of shit is this, bro? It's like a circus act right now. No, that's not a fight. That's a duffling.
Yeah, and these Yonkos seem to be, which I mean, that's how the stories portrayed them. Like they should be on this hugely different gap than a lot of these pirates he's fought prior. But like, it's one of those things where outside of the power of friendship, like I don't see how they're gonna have a chance of beating these people at all.
See, like the way it's supposed to be like a video game where it's like, you guys are supposed to be like the final bosses, but Luffy's trying to fight them like he's level 15 and shit.
He's trying to skip ahead. He's using the cheat codes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to use the thing where you walk through the wall to get to the goddamn elites instead of walking through and fighting all the Pokemon on the way.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. Like, I kind of hope that like we get something where like, in Wano, like, because who knows how long in the actual like story timeline it's gonna take, like the entire like arc itself. Like, I hope it takes like weeks or something like that. I don't know, because like if there's 6 different village like Daimyo places, like we could get something where like we go from like one to the next and like just slowly fight these people. I mean, that would be kind of the better way to put it. That way, like we see them get stronger. Then and I think if Scopper is there, it'd be the perfect thing for them to get like a small little training arc.
See, my problem with a training arc is like we kind of. I know it was like 5 years ago. We kind of just came back from one. That's kind of one of the things that turned me off from Hunter x Hunter.
That's why I mean like 2 months, and they shouldn't need one. That's kind of my whole issue about like when people talk about like another one. It's kind of like I want to see it right now and then go from there.
Like you see a Hunter x Hunter when they like in the Chimera arc and they just came from Greed Island, which is a training arc, and they had to go back to training, and you kind of felt that disappointment.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
I felt like they needed to train, so they trained.
I mean, but you're weird.
That's because if you're reading that, if you're reading that week to week, that would suck.
Like if they just came back from training, you're like, oh, cool. These guys are stronger now. Then like we need to go do more training. You like, oh,
come on. Being presented in the story is people that they cannot surmount with their current power. They have to get stronger.
All that's
How do they get stronger? They get stronger by training.
He should have made the ants weaker. It would have been more enjoyable.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That shouldn't, because if them ants are like B level, in the what's it called? That
in Dark Continent.
The Dark Continent. If that's B level, bro. Oh God, I don't want to see them next level, bro. Like, hey, bro, snap.
Be like Jen is fighting them kind of thing.
But back to One Piece.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know. I don't want to see them like devote like more to training when we don't even know what their full capabilities. I feel like we still don't.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I sit with it too. I want to see what these people got going on before we start pushing.
But I guess it might be unavoidable at a certain point.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Like we'll probably have to get.
And also, it would be awkward to see like if they just train like, so what are they like commander level now? Like how would you like they're suddenly commander level because they trained for a couple months?
No, but to me it's not. See, my point is, bro, it's not more or less like training, but they need more real, because when they were training, what were they training against? They wasn't really training against people who gonna fight them back like on a serious level, like life or death. You feel me? Like man, Usopp was fighting plants and shit. Like, bro, that's still like not people, bro.
Trying to kill him, and the island itself tried to eat him every so often.
Oh my God! Like Luffy was fighting animals too. Like Zoro was fighting monkeys. Okay, cool, bro. But at the same time, like, bro, you need battle experience, bro, like to really progress. That's why, like I said, I want him to fight Weevil and Jack, bro. Like, Weevil is said to. Yeah, Weevil is said to have power reminiscent to a young Whitebeard. That's who Kaido wanted to go get before he died. So, like, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to go catch a fade with him before he died.
That's the thing for like I feel like it shows you how much Whitebeard was like respected by not only like Kaido but like every single Yonko, bro. Like the fact that this man was out there fucking basically just being the only fucking relevant person, I guess. Like the fact that like all these other Yonkos were looking to usurp him. Like, how do you like guys feel about like Whitebeard Prime being like above even maybe the current Yonkos?
I mean,
I feel like it's likely.
I just don't see like
oh,
favoritism.
yeah.
Like, I'd put like Shanks like as a personal individual. I'd put like Shanks and maybe Kaido being the only people, and then obviously Blackbeard down the line. But like the only people that like would be the ones.
Nah, because to me, Shiki is up there too, bro. Shiki will get that shit in too.
I'm just talking about the Yonkos, but yeah, no, Shiki for sure, because like he was one of the. I would say he was one of the previous Yonkos in a sense. Like
Yeah.
Shanks, Shiki, and then whoever was the fourth, whether that be Big Mom.
Yeah, but to me, my point is, dog, all of these people right now is probably on that level, bro. You feel me? Like they say the generations get stronger as they progress, bro. You feel me? Just Whitebeard is sick, so he's not as strong as he should be, but he's still strong as hell.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but my whole point is, bro. Like I be trying to tell people, if Whitebeard was doing that sick and busted, wait till they see Kaido, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, if even if we say Whitebeard like sick and dying was even like slightly below Kaido where he is now, like even if we say that, like, bro, like I do not see Luffy or any of the supernovas teaming up to beat
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like at his current stage, bro. That's why I'm like, bro. See, the progression has to make sense to me, bro. Like I don't care if he loses, not loses to Katakuri right now, but he one ups him for 1 second, gets the upper hand, and gets away. Takes what he learns, goes and then fights someone like you feel me. Like I don't even care if it's just one of them. Say, but let me use Weevil for example, since Weevil said he's looking for Luffy, right?
Right.
So on their way to Wano, they stop at a specific island. And guess who's here? Weevil. You know what I'm saying? It's like a port to get supplies. You feel me? So Weevil like, hey, where the hell is Marco? And then he asking him about Marco and shit like that. I know you know where they at. I've seen you at Marineford with them.
Pineapple.
You feel me? And then they fade, right?
Right.
And then he sees the difference between him and someone like Weevil too. He's getting thrashed. He's getting busted, bro. But he's still giving them a good fight, but in the sense where nothing he's doing is like really affecting this man. And then Marco shows up, saves his neck. You feel me?
Right. That's the thing. Like they
Like, hey, I heard you was looking for me. You feel me? And then now they leave there on their way to Wano. Now Jack shows up. Luffy's fully recovered now. So Luffy was like, hey, I wanted to fight you for what you did on Wano. I mean, not Wano, Zoe. You feel me? And then he fights him. Now we see a little bit more progression. Like we see what he went through with Katakuri and Weevil now is paying off because he's actually giving Jack some type of comp. You feel me? And then they all team up, they beat him. And then now that's more progression. You feel me? Now when you get to Wano, this segment real quick. Then when he goes and fights Kaido, it would actually make freaking sense. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, like I just want it to make sense when we actually get to like Wano. Like I don't want like the friendship thing, like in the other series, to play a part in One Piece. Like to an extent, it's fine, but like I don't want them like, oh yeah, because we all fought separately. If we all fight together and hold hands, we beat Kaido, kind of thing. I don't want that.
Yeah, that should be weak as shit, bro.
Yeah, but I can tell you that Oda's gonna do that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like there is that chance that like it's gonna be a thing. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want it to be a thing, but you know, who knows? Anything else you guys have either on the chapter or what we're talking about?
Man.
I wrap it up.
That's it for me. I just hope, like, remember what I was saying about the urgency for Luffy? I hope that's displayed. Like, I hope when he heard what Nami said, that gave him an extra drive to like tighten up, bro. You feel me? Like, even though he was like, I need to focus on this guy.
Right.
Now he's like, nah, I need to deal with this guy. You feel me? Not focus on him. I need to deal with him. I need to do something to get him out of my way because this dude is OP as hell.
I thought that was funny that they're just saying they're shooting arrows at them, laughing, and like Luffy just can't do it. Like he literally cannot do anything to stop them. Like he tried, and then every time he tries, he just gets kicked away by Katakuri. Like Katakuri just whatever, gives him the fucking shoe.
Yeah, when Katakuri kicked him in his belly, bro, like he looked like he got busted, bro. Like his eyes went white. You feel me? Like he literally was flying back, bro. Like this, like power, speed, everything. He's superior right now.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Like, I like this arc because we know where Luffy's at. To the point where like there almost needs to be something to like help us move forward in the story in terms of like I want to see like a character. I don't know, like you said, basically like where he does one thing to Katakuri, where it's like okay, like he showed some progression in this arc. Because if he's not even through commander level by the end of this arc, bro, like I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm not saying he has to beat him this arc, bro. Like, or he just has to show that he get the one up at least once in this fight, and that's when he makes his escape.
Right.
And then he takes what he learned, and then he fights someone like Jack, who has a billion bounty too. Then it can make more sense to me. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like the thing about him fighting Jack is like I'm sure that's gonna happen because he did mention that he wants to, but at the same time, like I don't want him to beat Jack only because I want someone else to beat Jack. That's my
Nah, but to me, if he beats Jack, okay, that shows that Jack ain't ready for him. So someone below him has to deal with him now. You feel me? So it would make more sense that okay, yeah, now when Jack come through, like okay, if Sanji made his gains, now Sanji could be the one fighting him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't know, I just want to see where we're gonna go in the story in terms of like getting all these new, like I guess power rankings of this arc, which I guess has been pretty good to show where like a lot of people stand. For the most part, the only character I just want to see now is Sanji, where he's really at it, and then Zoro. But yeah, I guess we'll end the stream now. We went on for like a good 2.5 hours. It's pretty damn good.
Appreciate y'all for inviting me, dog.
Yeah,
no problem, bro. You always welcome. You too, 6 man.
Hey, you already know.
Yeah, anyone that's not welcome here is Steve.
Oh, come on. You got to do the outro with me. You got to do the outro, DGK. Come on now.
I'll do the outro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Double leg got it covered for Brother Nicky. All right.
Yeah, 61 I would give.
Are you ready, Brother Double Leg?
Yeah.
Outer Raven.
Disperse. I fucked it up.
No, you didn't. This doesn't even make sense.
Oh my god.
I was about to say hockey ladle, but I stopped myself.